This page depicts Ulala from Space Channel 5 posing on the cover of the Gyun Gyun Book. The translated text is Space Channel 5, Gyun Gyun Book, Rekka Company Editing. This page depicts Ulala in her orange costume, striking a dynamic pose while holding a microphone. The image shows Ulala, a television reporter with a retro space-age design, leaping through the air, surrounded by Marolians. The Marolians are aliens with long limbs and antennae, who are also dancing. There is also an image of a Marolian robot that looks like a TV douse. Space Channel 5. Gyun Gyun Book. Edited by Rekka Company. The image shows the cover of the Space Channel 5 Gyun Gyun Book Player's Guide for the Sega Dreamcast. Gyun Gyun Book. This page depicts Ulala in a diner setting. She is sitting on a stool, wearing her signature red and white outfit with matching high-heeled boots, and she is looking at a blue tablet. The diner has a black and white checkered floor, beige booths, and a menu board that says, Mo's Burger. Newswoman. What about a little break? A direct hit on Ulachan's private life. Ulacan. Photography assistants / One's Burger Sendagaya store. The image shows a promotional advertisement for One's Burger, a restaurant in Sendagaya that opened in December 1999. The restaurant is designed in a modern style that is reminiscent of a 1950s American diner, which is popular with young women because it feels like being in space. The menu mainly has hamburger, French fries and combo sets with drinks, 800-1,000 yen. It recommends the juicy patties, fluffy buns, and plenty of vegetables and potatoes. The page also contains an interview with Ulala, the main character from Space Channel 5. The text is in Japanese and is translated below. Warrington New Focus in Warrington New Fall. Warrington New Foku, Tokyo, Shibuyaku, Sendagaya, 2284. Warrington New Fall, Sendagaya. Hours, 8 o'clock to 2300. Open all year round. Peking duck is next. I'm hooked on hamburgers. The alien Moro gives a nice dance, and the delicious scent makes a nice dance. Ula, the charismatic reporter from Space Channel 5, has captured the hearts of people throughout the universe with her iconic lines. We found her at a hamburger shop that just opened in Sendagaya. She seemed a little taken aback by the unannounced interview on her day off, but she smiled and answered the staff's questions. What's your latest job? I've become more well-known than before, but my position as a TV announcer hasn't changed. I'm still being scolded by the director while doing special reports. Oh, that's right. I'm starting a music show on Sunday late at night, where I'll be carrying a handheld camera around clubs instead of being in the studio. So your work is steadily expanding, so you finally got to dance. Well, I've been dancing at report shows too, laughs, but I'm glad it's on location. If it was in the studio, I wouldn't be able to dance on weekends. It's killing two birds with one stone. New. Do you always play alone? You. Yes. Playing alone is the foundation of night cruising, and I don't have a boyfriend. I'm looking for my first love right now. Oh, that's bad. I'm going to the studio soon, so see you next time. Rusing. Thank you for your time despite your busy schedule. Good luck with your work and your love life. Rusing. Thank you. And to you too. This page depicts a contents page with 3 Space Channel 5 characters. The characters are Marolians. They are aliens with tall, thin bodies and antennae. The Marolians are in different colors. One is blue, one is turquoise, and the other is pink. Contents. News of Honor 2. Shibuya Fashion News 6. Costumes of ULA 8. Ulala Style Fashion 10. Gyun Gyun Coordination. Technique 12. Ulala's Week 14. Space Channel 5 Goods Catalog 16. Marolian Big Prediction 18. This is Moro Star 20. Illustrated. Marolian 22. New species discovered? 23. Marolians in a place like this? 24. Gyun Gyun. Broadcasting Station. Space Channel 526. Space Channel 528. Space Channel 42, 31. Space Pirate Radio Station 32. Space Channel 0133. Space Channel 88, 33. Super Big Project. Ulala X-Purin Dialogue 34. Ulala Vocabulary 36. I Love Space Chan 37. Writing Club 38. Kazutoshi Ida's First Bit Love Tilde. I Fell in Love with Ulala approximately 41. Ulala and Let's Dance 45. Ulala Buffett's Secret 48. Let's Make a Marolian 50. The image shows a page from a guide about Space Channel 5, with Ura and aliens from the game standing on the sides. Gin Dorkus, Warrington Norkus, Space Channel 5, Thorough Strategy 53, Systems and Advice 54, Basic Knowledge 54, Points to Note, depending on the mode 55, How to Increase Viewer Ratings 56, Rescue Points 57, Score, Command Table, and Rhythm 58, Story 59. Report 1, Urara appears, 60, Lobby 1, F62, Control Tower 64, Lobby 2, F66, Cargo Sorting Room tilde Container Room 68, Rocket Launch Pad vs Coco Tapioca 7070, Report 2, Spaceship SOS, 72, Cockpit 74, Buffet 76, Duct tilde Dust Room 78, Panorama Observatory vs Maroli tilde NA Heart 80, Report 3, Charge, Scoop Scramble, 82, Asteroid Belt Zone 84, Base Passage 185, Base Center vs Morolin, Monroe, 86, Base Passage 287, Report 4, Expose the Greatest Evil in the Galaxy, 88, Executive Room Corridor 90, Control Room 92, Recording Studio 94, Main Antenna Room vs Ibira, and Giant Ibira 96, vs Blank 98, E-Ending, 100, Character Encyclopedia 101, Ura advances, rapidly, unstoppable, 118. This page depicts Ulala in an urban cityscape. She wears a pink top and matching shoulder bag. Her braids have beads and feathers woven in them. She also wears a necklace that spells, love. The title translates to, Scenario 5. The text explains that this stage is set in a city filled with people wearing masks. The text also indicates that it is a stage full of twists and turns. Warren's late stages. The image shows a page with a street scene in Shibuya, Tokyo, with buildings, cars, and people visible. A large advertisement is visible on one of the buildings. This page is entitled, Shibuya Departure, Trend Report. It says that when talking about Ulala, you can't miss fashion. Ulala is the #1 fashion leader in the universe, and people are wondering where her coolness comes from. This collects the essence of Ulala's fashionable style. It also credits the stylist as Ayumu Izumu, and the model as Misako Nagamatsu. Dafile. This page depicts the costumes of Ulala. Ulala's costumes change with each report, totaling 4 types. While based on orange, each slightly different form seems to draw out the various charms hidden within Ulala. A complete dissection of all costumes. Lala Rocket. She always wears a helmet with headphones on her head. I'm worried about her blood circulation because her body is swaying to the rhythm all year round. Ulala, with her strong original orientation, always rearranges trends once before incorporating them. Recently, she's been obsessed with orange. The microphone provided by Channel 5 is crude, so she modifies it herself to match the contours of her face. It transforms into a raise blaster, tension blaster, and the hard handle part can also be used as a blunt weapon. The raise blaster, tension blaster, is a gun that converts soulfly, elevation of the soul, into energy to tune. Basically, you shoot beams with the A and B buttons. The Ulala rocket, which has a pathetic suppository shape, is an excellent booster that is useful when flying to high places. However, if you breathe fire for too long, your butt will burn. Jalon. Her favorite orange platform shoes are dangerous, because the heels are sharp. In addition, because of the leg strength she has developed through dancing, she may be as dangerous as Alexander Karolin on days when she performs taekwondo-style front kicks. Ulala boots, Ulala mic, ray gun, tension blaster, normal suit. A miniskirt and nose-sleeve outfit that reveals her pants. It is a reporter costume in a gyaru mix style that is the most summery. It emphasizes ease of movement, and is made of a super stretch material. The cut is designed to allow the joints to rotate as much as possible, and it's great. The image shows Ulala in various outfits with descriptions of each outfit. Secret suit. Not only has the miniskirt been turned into shorts, but the collar has also been removed, maximizing weight reduction. You can see that it is designed for stealth insertion. Highly breathable, suitable for use in high-pressure environments such as spaceships and submarines. Go-go suit. Long sleeves and long hems make it a perfect winter pantsuit. To protect the human body from damage caused by high-speed movement through space, and contact with fine space dust, this suit is designed to provide reporters with complete protection. Store the goldfish bowl helmet in the back when in an area with air. The Lux suit. Getty Maestast. A normal suit with long sleeves and a miniskirt, plus a secret suit, a female Santa-like costume. According to the apparel maker, it is a wonderful suit that covers the exposed skin with an ultra-thin transparent sheet and can be used in space. Also, the red gloves are designed to keep your hands from freezing in the vacuum, but because of that, it looks like a Santa girl. This page shows a young woman standing in a tunnel of lights. She has short, dark purple hair, a white tank top, and black leather shorts. She is gazing straight ahead with a serious expression. Ura-style fashion. All night in shining materials. If you're going to a club, try pairing easy-to-move short pants with a sparkling top that has a bold cutout in the back. The wig in the same color as the pants is unique. The image shows Ula, the protagonist of the Space Channel 5 series, is depicted in a sporty street fashion style and holding her microphone. In the background is a Sega Dreamcast sign and some colorful inflatable toys. Dongos. Off-duty is sporty. Dongos. Try putting together a sporty style with pop colors and jersey materials. An active coordination that is perfect for window shopping with girlfriends. Dongos. Photography cooperation / bit tours. The image shows different styles of clothing, including a red clear plastic-looking top and skirt set with matching belt, a white halter top with black leather shorts, knee socks and platform sandals. There is a photo of stylist Ayaka Izumu Kano. Aim for it! Urara, Kano. Gyun Gyun coordinate technique, Kano. Here we introduce Urara-esque items all at once. With advice from popular stylist Ayaka Izumu, you'll definitely be more Ura-esque. If you use them properly for different outings, the range of dressing will expand. Geijesco. Shopping dates are about walking coolly with your boyfriend. Even a common setup can have such a cyber feel, just by selecting different materials. It's a retro feel style, so it's a good balance to wear in real life. Worn on page 6. Aiza, Club. The front is a normal design, but the back is a top that is boldly open. If it's something with a deeply plunging neckline, it tends to look copied. But with this design you can create a healthy sexiness. Add thick-soled sandals for a great leg-lengthening effect. Worn on page 10. Stylist. Ayaka Izumu. She is active in fashion magazines such as Spring and Boon. She has a reputation for street and techno-style individual styling. This time, she selects a coordinate that mixes Ura essence and 2000s trends. The image shows a page with various fashion outfits and accessories. Gijs. Sporty style for active days off. Gijs. This is Urara's favorite outfit, with orange as the main color. Fox Y means a glamorous woman with a will that is not swayed by others. Pair it with voluminous sneakers. Worn on page 11. Spending a day alone style for days off. This is a style inspired by the turtleneck tops that Ura often wears in the game. Wearing a standard denim skirt will make it suitable for wearing out on the street, adding cute items for a more gentle and cute look. Tata. The fleece is embroidered with silver thread and stars, which is Ura's idea of a futuristic outfit. Pink is the most popular color this year. The brushed material is magic that makes girls look cute. This page depicts the diary of the character Ulala and her activities of the week. Ulala's week. Sunday. Today, I only had a live broadcast job from the club, so I slept until evening. I quickly ate a grilled chicken set with gorgonzola at my usual seat by the window at the local space diner, before heading to the station. I finished the meeting for the time being. The staff is completely different from the usual special report team, so it's a little refreshing, but the small number is the same here. Everyone except me is a man. I had an image that there were a lot of sexy people in this industry, but in my case, everyone I meet has a low level of sex appeal, which is helpful. Well, of course it's because I meet them at work. My stomach is rumbling before the show. It's inefficient to eat here, but when I see my favorite space chocobana in front of me, I can't help but reach out. Wah! It's so delicious. I wiped my mouth and stormed into Club UFO, on the orbit of Jupiter's moons. This program is different from the Ulala report show, where the autopilot camera automatically broadcasts. I hold a handy camera and take pictures of the store. I'm the only one on site, so I can interview without being noticed by the customers. I guess I couldn't install the autopilot camera today, due to the building structure, but I like having a camera like this sometimes. Well, tonight there's a gig by the legendary guitarist Space Michael Schenker, apparently frozen in cryogenic sleep for 500 years, from 0000 midnight, and there's a huge crowd. It was a sound I'd never heard before, but it was so powerful and made me feel so good. Everyone was so excited. During the break, I interviewed some cool people and got comments from the manager of UFO. Everyone looks happy and having fun. I was about to have a drink when another performance started. The broadcast itself ended in an hour, but I ended up partying until morning. Monday. I really wanted to sleep in because I'd been dancing until morning, but I can't. From today on, it's Ulala Report Show. Well, the start is late, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. okay, so it's not that much of a burden. But when I entered the station, there was a lot of hustle and bustle, and I thought something was wrong. The director grabbed my arm and put me on the Astro beat, without even letting me catch my breath, saying that we'd have a meeting on the way. While the operator Noise was busy with the urgent setting, I put on my makeup and had a meeting with the director. A mysterious explosion at Moon Patrol Base? Could it be a terrorist attack? I infiltrated the scene with a lot of tension, but in the end, when I traced the source of the fire, it turned out that a space rat had chewed on the cord and caused the fire. I was a little disappointed. Tuesday. I was able to go home early the night before, so I slept in until noon. After taking a leisurely bath, I got a few flyers from my favorite club and went to the station. It seems like everything will be peaceful today, so I had a relaxed meeting with the staff while chatting about the world. I carefully checked the flyers I got earlier. I wonder which club I should go to tonight. Today I will report on the labor dispute at the Martian coal mine. Apparently they were arguing about the amount of side dishes for dinner, with a close-up report. The place I went to play is a secret. This page depicts diary entries. Wednesday. The amount of diary entries is decreasing. Moreover, I'm told that my writing lacks glamour. What should I do? I wonder if taking on the diary was a mistake. Should I have Prin write it? No, that won't work. I remembered a good topic. Today, when I left the station, I saw a man walking towards me, who I had seen somewhere before. Could it be Jaguar? But when I thought of calling out to him, he ran off like a hare, along with the space pirates who had been following him. At the very end were 3 space police officers, so they must have been chasing him again. After that, the day passed uneventfully and came to an end. Thursday. This week's Ula Report Show ends today. I want to make it a success. Perhaps God sensed my enthusiasm? Waiting for me was a report from the Space Niagara Falls disaster site in the space colony. It's my first time reporting from underwater, I thought. Then, the operator, Noise, handed me a costume saying, "Reporter costume number 5, dive suit." It's a rather plain dive suit, like something from a galactic rescue team. I reluctantly put it on. However, when I arrived at the scene, submerged, the emergency escape pod with the survivors was about to break down and run out of oxygen, so our special report team really became a rescue team. If I were to write down the details of the rescue, it would fill a book, and I think everyone watched the show anyway, so I won't write any more about it here. It was a very intense day. Friday. I was glad to have a day off. I finally woke up around 11:30 a.m. When I turned on the TV, there was a report about last night's accident. My whole body aches. I turned off the TV to refresh my mood. It doesn't seem like any of my friends will call, so I decided to go out alone. I checked the flyers first. I decided to go to Space Combo Night at Club Fight today. I decided to leave home around 4 p.m., counting backward, and started reading. I often read texts on the monitor, but I like books because they have a sense of weight when I hold them. While eating a plain space banana and drinking hot cocoa, maybe the same, I finished reading Kingo Tatsujin's The 528th Year's Halftime. It was a documentary about the Galactic Sports Tournament. What was happening in the locker room at that time? It was a compelling non-fiction that you wouldn't see in regular sports news, and it was a good study as a journalist. I left home and went shopping. I happened to run into a friend and ate space Peking duck. Well, the night is just beginning. Warren C. in a list. Saturday. Actually, I'm writing this diary before the actual show due to deadline constraints. I'm not sure if it will be in time, and I'm worried. Today is a special program, another live broadcast. But who knows what will happen? Keyboard Gal, who missed her appearance during the Morrow People's incident, will be our guest for Astro Music Third Stage. It's my first time as the MC for a music program, but I'm also going to be dancing, so I'll do my best. By the time this book comes out, it will definitely be over, but I'm looking forward to it. Well then, stay tuned to the channel. This page depicts Space Channel 5 and includes images of promotional items and game releases. Ulala can be seen in many of these items. Space Channel 5, Dreamcast dedicated software. Released December 16, 1999, 5,800 yen, excluding tax. Everyone who has read this book has one, right? If you don't have one, hurry to the shop. By the way, the staff seems to be painting the main unit and controller orange. Gaitati. Space Channel 5, MIL CD, not for sale. Original movie, not compressed, high quality, can be viewed on Dreamcast, a great thing. You could get it as a prize for the HP quiz. .G. Space Channel 5, trial version, not for sale. A trial version CD-ROM that allows you to play the opening of the game. You can experience it at trial kiosks in TSUTAYA and Shibuya Bit Tours. This is also where the sad love story of Kazuhiko Iida began. See page 41 for details. Space Channel 5. Remix tracks. Released March 16, 2000 yen. Tax included. Released by Takuma Japan Company, Limited. Artists active in various fields, such as hip-hop, drum and bass, and NY House, have boldly remixed original songs beyond genre. Kenji Aino of Warp is also participating. Space Channel 5, original soundtrack. Released February 21, 2000, 2,625 yen. Kenton Norsa House, Hacks, Warrington Norsa, Aino of Warp, Tuntoff, 20,625 yen. Released by Marvelous Entertainment Company, Limited. Of course, the original Mexican flyer is included, as well as a short skit reminiscent of the Snakeman show that parasitized YMO. Especially Hughes' Odin musical note is a must-listen. Space Channel 5, TSUTAYA original pill case, not for sale. This pill case was given away when you bought a game software at TSUTAYA. Women and people with weak bodies will be delighted. Convenient for carrying supplements and vitamins. Borsagay. Space Channel 5. TV Panic original drawstring bag. A special gift that you could get when you purchased Space Channel 5 game software at the game shop TV Panic, which is developed nationwide by Makyo Company. It's the perfect size for packing lunch. This page depicts a catalog of Space Channel 5 merchandise. Jugiju. The light blue t-shirt is shiny. The Moro Alien version has a cute Moro Alien logo on the chest. Jugiju. Available are t-shirts, soundtrack CDs, remix CDs, and other Space Channel 5 inches related goods. Check out the number of goods, including non-sale items. Das. Goods catalog. Space Channel 5 t-shirts retail for 2,900 yen each, excluding tax. They are sold at COSPA Character Culture apparel stores nationwide and at Shibuya Bit Tours. Space Channel 5 Moro Alien arm figures, not for sale, were distributed at events such as the Tokyo Game Show. It is an inflatable vinyl doll. It is unknown which one is rare, but there is information that a duffel bag was sold for 3,000 yen at the game show. Space Channel 5 space t-shirts, not for sale, were worn by staff at the event. Of course they are not for sale. There are 3 colors, blue, pink, and navy. Ask someone to give it to you Moro tilde. This page depicts a cosmic scene, likely an artist's rendition of space with planets and stars. Marolian great prediction. I'm glad the Marolian turned out to be a good guy. But where did the Marolian come from? How do they live? Mysteries emerge one after another. So to satisfy our insatiable desire to know, we launched a Marolian research team. Take a look at the results of that research. The image shows a stylized depiction of a comet, a pink nebula, and a planet encircled by white energy rings, set against a starry space background. Warning: the Moro star and Moro people introduced in this book are based on the editor's imaginations. The actual ones may be very different, please understand this. This page depicts a planet called Moro Star which is made of clay, and features Momo Mountain and Moro Continent. Watiti Sipchawamton, Warrington Dorcas. When the overall H concentration of the Moro Star people increases, the volcanoes erupt to release the gas. So when it is full, the altitude is high, and when it is empty, it is flat. Rakongo, Moro Continent. Rakongo, a poisonous land surrounded by a brightly colored field, that is the Moro Continent. While knitting with grass and trees containing natural synthetic coloring materials, people became so colorful. This is Moro Star imagination diagram. Warrington Norsa has me. I wonder where the Moro Star people live. In a bunk room? No way. Because they are called star people, they must live on Moro Star. But where is Moro Star? Is Moro Star Dan, a Moro Star person? The image shows a page with clay models representing locations in the game Space Channel 5. The clay figures represent different buildings and characters, all in a colorful and whimsical style. On the left side of the image, There is a river scene, with blue clay representing water, and various clay structures around it. On the right, there is a similar town-like scene with more colorful buildings and figures. A yellow clay character with antennae is featured in both scenes. Moro River. Moro aliens enjoy playing water tag in this hidden popular spot. The Moro drying rack along the riverbank seems to be for drying their wet bodies. Moro Town. The town of Moro aliens is filled with the constant cute voices unique to Moro and Moro aliens, giving a sense of a large population. Various kinds of Moro aliens can be seen, which is quite spectacular. Of course, there are many buildings unlike those on Earth, and they seem to enjoy themselves every day doing this and that. How envious. TCH. Clay Map. Takushi Anagawa. The image shows an anatomical diagram of a Moro alien, detailing its internal organs and physical characteristics. Dissection. Moro alien. Imaginary diagram. The Moro aliens actually have tremendous athletic ability. The speed at which they pop out of those holes is extraordinary. I wonder what kind of body structure the Moro aliens have. This will solve all of your questions. It's a shameful secret of the Moro aliens. Moro brain. It's good to have a brain so good that its IQ cannot be measured, because it invents dance beams. Above all, Puru Moro is ultra-theoretical, and is the master of the grey brain. Moro ears. Super-sensitive antennae that twitch even at the slightest radio wave. Thanks to that, he was a pushover for blank brainwashing radio waves. Moro eyes. It is thought that they have helmets like spacesuits or compound eyes like insects, but in reality they are just windows. What's inside is a secret. Moro mouth. Like the eyes, it is inside a window, and there are no holes that look like mouths. Judging from his high voice, his tongue rotates 600,000 times per second. Moro hands. Tuti. They have hands properly. Exactly like Moro hands. The shoulder joints are buried and cannot be seen, but that doesn't mean they don't exist. The grip strength is 60 kilograms for both hands. Meeks Moro internal organs. The super powerful gastric acid digests food instantly, and the super powerful alkaline neutralizing solution blocks the stomach. That's why they don't poop or pee. Moro skin. There have been many reports that it is somehow fluffy, and it has been decided that the skin of the Moro aliens is covered with hair. It will get moldy if you don't dry it in the sun. Warrington Moro muscles. As a result of growing up eating chicken breast meat with little fat, they have lean, well-toned muscles, excluding Bos Moro. Doing 50 push-ups is a piece of cake. Moro legs. They have one more joint than Earthlings, between the hip and knee joints. They run 50 meters in 4.09 seconds, which is the fastest in the galaxy. This page depicts several new types of Moro aliens. Soldier Moro. Good evening. Charachacha yarachacha, cha-cha-cha charachacha, long live the United States. Hanshin Moro. Han-shin tigers, hoo. It was nice when Bass and Kakefu were there. Barber Moro. Sir, will your hair grow back soon? Is it okay if I cut it off? Shaggy. Sports Moro. Come on, Aesop. Woo. Fushimi Kozwal, real thing, is now the coach of the Japanese national team. He has made a name for himself. Pattern Moro. Flower type. Bonjour, mademoiselle. Floral patterns are very beautiful in France. Are you a flower too? Chef Moro. The basics are pancakes. Read the great Professor Moto Hagio's Cake. New species discovered? Imaginary drawing. It wasn't just the 8 types of Bos Moro, Leader Moro, Par Moro, Let Moro, Grimo Moro, Bulmo, Iemo Moro, and Pimo Moro. The combination of colors is free, and it seems that there are still unknown Moro aliens hiding on Earth. Here, the research team will introduce a collection of new species imagined. This page depicts several alien-like characters in different settings. The characters are the Moro aliens. Mitari. One Moro alien is orange, another is green, and another is blue. The first scene shows a yellow Moro alien, seemingly controlling wind that lifts girls' skirts. The next shows a green Moro alien at a cherry blossom viewing, appearing to touch dirt and mixing it with sake. The last shows a blue Moro alien, implied to be an intelligent type, studying at a desk and drawing anime girls to unwind. Where's the Moro alien? Imaginary drawing. Moro aliens are gently and somewhat perverted. This is a story from one of the staff members' mothers, who apparently had a dream. In it, a Moro alien wearing a Yomiuri Giants uniform, with orange skin, said, "Aren't you also a giant hollow circle Otto? visited her house. This Ole Moro, Orange Moro, said, "I'm being chased. Even though we added a lot of reinforcements this year, we're still in a position where we can't win the championship at all, and the fans are furious." He sat at the table with a truly pathetic expression. His mother served him tea, and when she peeked out the small window by the entrance, she saw Ole Moro's manager, who seemed to resemble Sadaharu O in her mind, although he was actually Shigeo Nagashima, being chased by a mob running like cavemen from Gyatoru's. Ole Moro's manager was also uneasy, saying, "Will we be okay?" That's when she woke up. His mother's husband used to be a sports reporter for a general newspaper, covering professional tennis. Moro aliens are gently and like to drink. During the cherry blossom viewing, I found a nature-loving Guri Moro, who likes to play with dirt. He's mixing sake with a salaryman. I can't keep my hands off my sake cup. Is he okay? ELO. Moro aliens are gently and like anime. ELO. The cool and intellectual Blue Moro is a low-temperature engineer type, so he's not very approachable. He seems to be drawing anime girls to relax between studies. The image shows various species of Morolian aliens who are described as liking to sing, liking festivals and liking music. Morolians often visit people's homes. I guess that means you might be talking about something that doesn't make sense. What's that? See you. However, the image of Morolians is generally like this. Even if you look at the eyewitness information sent to the official HP, you'll see things like, "I was eating fried dumplings in front of Omiya Sonic City when I cut my lip and became covered in blood. Eyewitness Roland Sasan suddenly came to my house with luggage and said, 'I want you to let me stay for 3 days. They said they would teach me dance as a thank you. I declined.' Eyewitness Yu-san. That's all there is to it. According to my own eyewitness experience as a writer, this mischievous Iamoro swam in the fountain in front of the rotary in front of Koenji Station. And then, taking advantage of the fact that there was a gap between the trains in the New Year's Day Hatsumode service, ran around on the tracks after getting off the train. It's dangerous, so all the readers should stop tilde. Finally, they kick a soccer ball and exchange passes between platforms 2 and 3. They value their whims, want to let loose a little, and immediately fall into a slump. I sympathize, but I get angry because I forget about it in a moment. They are friendly, buy shabby things, and are strangely particular about maniacal things. It seems that they have such tendencies, so young people, who are especially poor, should be careful because their encounter rate will be high. On the other hand, if you want to encounter or discover them, you should live a poor life. Carrot, carrot. Now, I have compiled the latest eyewitness accounts collected from all over the country on this page. The contents vary, depending on the 6 types of Morolians. You can see the hidden ecology of Morolians. Morolians are gently fond of singing. If you are a Morolian who is shy and lonely, happy to give you something soft, you can call him P. Morolian. Is it a flaw that you get caught up in singing when you have a microphone? Rinnu. Rinnus. Morolians are gently fond of festivals. Rinnus. The hasty Remoro seems to have noticed the Earthlings festival, and is immediately trying the drums. He seems to be hitting the drums, without paying attention to the women in yukata. Morolians are gently fond of music. The Spilitia who likes balloons and drifts through the air becomes dumb when he sees something floating in the sky. Par Morolian is in charge of collecting sounds during the balloon race broadcast. He is working seriously. The truth is a secret Morolian. This page depicts a scene from Space Channel 5, showing the interior of a space station or ship, where several egg-shaped chairs are lined up along a curved track. Each chair has a small antenna-like structure on top. Windows and lights are visible in the background. The text translates as, Gyun Gyun Space Chukun. The image shows a promotional image of Space Channel 5, featuring Ulala in her iconic red and white outfit, holding a microphone with the 5 logo on it. She stands in front of a stylized set with monitors displaying the number 5. Broadcasting station. Gyun Gyun is coming. What is it? It's space broadcasting, ladies. After all, Ula's dancing can only be seen on Space Channel 5. Warringtonshire. That's why the space broadcasting station is in the spotlight. Check it out. The image shows a futuristic satellite in space with a starry background. Space Channel 5, trade name, Space Broadcasting Station Number 05 Company, Limited. Number of employees, 1234, as of 2,499. Space broadcasting is hot right now. Space channels, capable of broadcasting over an area of approximately 1.5 million light-years, using a dimension warp-based long-distance broadcasting distribution system, have increased explosively since Channel 01 was established 100 years ago, and now number nearly 300, including pirate broadcasts. What is noteworthy is Space Channel 5, pronounced Fa-tilde-ivu, which has taken the lead in the special news program competition. The emergency live broadcast of the Morrow alien invasion and blank incident was a special news program covering the scene and solving the incident. It appealed to people throughout the galaxy and contributed to the resurgence of the special report boom. Channel 42, which was also involved in the same incident, also saw an increase in viewership. The space pirate broadcasting station cannot disclose its viewership. That's it for the intro. Akas, Space Channel 5, until now, it was a plain vanilla space channel with poor ratings. However, as mentioned above, the up-and-coming rookie, Ulala, is changing everything. Management philosophy: be pioneers of the space age. The image shows the Channel 5 Inches reporters who are active in their roles. The image features Ulala, a 22-year-old main reporter for the special news program, Ulala's Swinging Report Show. Her birthday is listed as May 30, 2477, with a blood type of B and sex of female. Her goal is to be the #1 reporter in the galaxy, and she has excellent dance moves. Norse Hasmel. Space Michael Jackson. Details such as his birth date and blood type are unknown, but he is identified as male. He was once revered as the Moonwalker 500 years ago for his beautiful dance, and he is a galactic superstar and a super dancer who transcends time and space. Despite being an omnipotent superhuman, he couldn't resist the Morolian dance beam. Apparently he likes Space Channel 5 and is under contract as an exclusive reporter. The special report team's work and the mechanics of how they operate with the Astrobeat spaceship. When an incident occurs, the special report team boards the Astrobeat to head to the scene. Commands are issued from the Astrobeat, and the reporters are supported. Additionally, the small spacecraft Astrobeat Jr. is equipped on the Astrobeat to enable reporting in various situations. For some reason, it can be controlled even when dancing in the cockpit's rear dancing area. The Astrobeat and Astrobeat Jr. spacecraft are also pictured. This page shows various images of the characters Ulala and Space Michael. The show, Gekitsuri Daimajutsu, features a man holding a caught fish. In the bottom right are virtual sets used for Channel 5. Jutsu. Here is a translation of the text. Jutsu. Bangumi check. Check, Jutsu. Oh! Oha Space, Jutsu. It is very popular among space elementary school students, and the space homeroom teacher is said to be called stupid by the children. If they do not watch this show every morning, it is a terrifying program that transmits the latest trends. Even in the dark ages when viewership was sluggish, it maintains a constant viewership rate of 40%. Hard Sexy Man, Space Grandma, and other irregular performers are featured in regular segments that you absolutely can't miss. Menin Minkow's Space English. Minin Minviewful. English is the common language of the galaxy. I want to speak not just understandable, but interesting English. This is a super popular edutainment show for you. No matter what, Space Michael has been a native speaker for 500 years, so his vocabulary is plentiful. Conversations are interspersed with dances, and you'll feel like you're on the dance floor. Zazbire. Ulala's Swinging Report Show. Asafang. This is a very popular program that needs no explanation. Nobody thought that the memorable first episode would turn into such a big deal, and I thought there wouldn't be any more stories like that, but when Ula reports, even the Rockier fire becomes an emotional climax which is quite mysterious. The staff of this book never fails to watch it. Gekitsuri Daimajutsu, Extreme Fishing Magic School, airs every Tuesday night from 7:30 p.m. Gekitsuri Daimajutsu. Space Kung Fu Man cooks the ingredients he catches in the first half of the show in a bold manner, which is very popular. His culinary skills can also be seen in the one-corner Space Cooking Shima Senka of Space Wide, so please look forward to that as well. Children's News Channel 5. Children's News Channel 5, which monopolizes children's topics on weekends, airs every Friday from 4:30 p.m. to 90 minutes. The program is packed with content that children will enjoy, and the technique of conveying information in an easy-to-understand manner is a standard practice. And perhaps that's a good thing. The latest hit is Scientists' Heated Battle to Revive Naaman Elephants Through Genetic Recombination X. Monday. Warrantist His 4:54. Morning is Hello Space Channel 5. Warrantist His 5:45 Music Mikan. Warrantist His 6 o'clock Yajuma Super Express. Warrantist His 6:45. Oh, Oha Space. 7:30 Anime Moonwalker, rerun. 8 o'clock Regita Beats. 8:30 Space-wide Okusan time. 10 o'clock drama Tonight is Beat It. Rerun. 10:30 Sega Rally Championship / Nihon Round / 11:30 Daily Report. 11:30 12 o'clock Hiru wa Maru Maru Hanamaru Life. 1300 drama series, Ibara no Michi. 13:30 drama series, Space Soap Show. 1400 afternoon Space-wide, Okusan Irashai. 1550, News Report. 1550, 1600 drama, Dynamite Police, rerun. 1700, Mikao Space English. 1730, Anime Gusun Robomaru, Wanpaku King. 1800 Post-Talk Cinema. 1854, Ulala's Swinging Report Show. Reporter, Ulala. 2000 Quiz. What's Different? 2054, Short News. 2100 Documentary Modern. 2154, From the Window of Space. 2200 Star News Station. Cast, Suzuki Vala, Reporter, Space Michael. 2325, Sports News 2325. 2354, Wonder Furia. Shengtenolsa. Shekintenolsa. 045 Charisma League Galaxy Championship. Shekinolsa. 115 Stylish Communication. 145 Space Game. 215 Late Night Anime, Minisuka Nurse. 245 Soccer Space League, Psychedelics X Morons. 445 Mail Order Shopping, Virtual Sets, for quick recording. The sets for Channel 5 programs are actually virtual. Imaginary, in other words there are no actual sets. Since this technology was adopted, the time and cost of assembling sets have been drastically reduced, and programs can be produced more efficiently. The image shows a page dedicated to Space Channel 42. Russ. The page features Pudding, Channel 42's main reporter, sitting in her pink duck-shaped spaceship. Also there is an image that advertises Galaxy Trend Information 42, and another featuring a blonde woman with sunglasses in front of a swirling background. Space Channel 42. Company name, Space Channel 42 Company, Limited. Number of employees, 788, as of 2,499. For the past 6 years, Space Channel 42 has been in charge of music broadcasting, communications, and publishing. We have drastically reformed our business model into a music company. Pudding, an idol singer, was welcomed as a symbol of the station aimed at young people, and she was appointed as a reporter to break away from the conventional minor image, establishing a reputation for being strong in specific fields such as food and fashion. I wonder if Pudding will be exposed even more in the future. Management philosophy. Contributing to the future with unique creation. Main reporter active on Channel 42. Bangumi check. Check-asophy. In any case, the quality and quantity of music clips are the best in the galaxy, so all programs need to be checked. But if you have to choose one, it has to be Pudding shows. Not only Space News Show but also Super Early Risers, Sound Check and Check, and Music Hell are also good music programs. Need to be Pudding introduces fashionable sports items and shows in the galaxy. A fashion program where you can see the details of Pudding's daily life. It will be helpful for girls. Tremolo Operation. The program features eccentric guitarists and introduces Pudding's lousy guitar performances. The tremolo picking jingle is familiar. Pudding sweats and sleeps. I can't stand it. Pudding. Birth. The 5th of September 2480. Blood type. AB sex. Female. 19 years old. Channel 42's charismatic reporter, who switched from being an idol 4 years ago. Her rivalry with Ula has been highlighted, and her popularity as a dancing reporter has skyrocketed. There are rumors that she will return to her idol career. But is that putting the cart before the horse? It seems that her favorite type is Mr. Jaguar, so the male fans should try to be cool. RAS. This page depicts Space Pirates Channel, a pirate broadcasting station with an unknown number of members, whose motto is, "We are the ones who convey the truth." It features a reporter who works for the pirate broadcasting station, and the space pirate broadcasting ship, Bad Tuning, which is the base for illegal broadcasts, and home to many space pirates. The ship has a streamlined body and a manual operation system that makes it feel old, but its athletic performance is amazing. The program, Check, broadcasts only emergency special news programs with subtitles that change with each incident, and it is not known when they will be broadcast. If something suspicious happens, check various frequency bands. They will not allow villains like Mr. Blank. The page also includes a profile for Jaguar, a 35-year-old male, born in 2464, blood type AB, the leader and reporter for the space pirate broadcasting station. According to rumors, Jaguar used to work for Channel 5, but he was fired after discovering that the spaceship accident was caused by blank. If this is true, it makes sense that he continues pirate broadcasts in pursuit of the truth. He is a tragic hero who was banished from the public space broadcasting world, and he resembles Ulala-chan's first love. Jaguar 64, also known as Jaguar's Half-Life, is a short film that plays during emergency special news programs depicting Jaguar's life. It does not have a title, and is called this based on the estimated year of production. This page depicts the two space channels, 01 and 88, each with a featured reporter. Space Channel 01, which has 12,680 employees, as of 2,499, believes in providing accurate information through prompt communication. They are a central presence in the space broadcasting industry and are proud of their broadcasting skills, vast stock of footage, and high level of technical ability. Tachibana, a 40-year-old male reporter for Channel 01 with blood type A, was born in 2459. Known as Shinichiro, his rational speaking style is unparalleled within the station, and he's known for his devotion to his wife. Channel 01 covers all genres, with a focus on sports and music, as well as news. Tachibana also stars in the popular segment, O'Clock Space News. In addition to being a reporter and commentator, Tachibana hosts the highly popular Life Q&A segment, where he discusses life, which is especially popular with women in their 40s. Space Channel 88, with 500 employees as of 2,499, has a management philosophy of being on the cutting edge with the latest technology. Channel 88 is characterized by the introduction of the latest technology, and frequently uses robot reporters equipped with super AI. Although its management scale is not large, it has a strong presence in the space broadcasting industry. 88MAN is a robot reporter on Channel 88. The 2-year-old reporter robot has the latest super AI. Physically robust and mentally flexible, 88MAN's reports are incredibly moving. The show Galaxy Secret Exploration explores dangerous and inaccessible spots in the galaxy. Using high-performance sensors, 88MAN analyzes image data and broadcasts it. Robot reporters can report from anywhere, even places with high radiation, no air, extreme heat, or the deepest oceans, so be sure to check out their reports. This page depicts a poster featuring Ulala from Space Channel 5 on the left. Wearing her iconic red and blue reporter outfit with pink hair, she holds a microphone in her hand. On the right is Pudding from Space Channel 5, Part 2, wearing a dark blue dress with green hair. She is holding a microphone stand. Ulala vs Pudding, Super Big Project, Gyun Gyun Dialogue, Ulala, 5 chains, X Pudding, 42 chains. The dialogue between the two most popular viewers has finally come true. Why are they reporters? What about the outcome of their love lives? From work to private matters, we will deliver rich topics, packed to the brim. The image shows Ula and Pudding from Space Channel 5 discussing various topics, including Pudding's journalistic integrity, her past as an idol, and Ula's own experiences as a reporter. They also talk about a reporter who helped Ulala in the past and a possible crush she may have had on him. Title: After all, Princess Purin is a journalist at heart. Ulala-chan, thank you for helping me out at the Morrow Starbase. I should thank you. Tudong. You don't have to thank me for helping you. You weren't trying to be tough, were you? I definitely wanted you to help me. I was made to do a strange dance, and it was so embarrassing. Wudok. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. By the way, Princess Purin, how is your work going lately? Thank you for asking. I'm going to release a single carry. Wow, that's amazing. You're a singing and dancing reporter. But Princess Purin, you used to be an idol, so this will be a re-debut for you. Why did you quit being an idol? Well, it was a change of direction. I sold enough records as an idol, so the agency decided it was okay. Why did you become a reporter, Ulala-chan? Is it okay if I make it a bit longer? 10 years ago, I was left in space after a spaceship accident, and the man who helped me at that time was a reporter from Channel 5, so I admired him. I came to respect the work of a reporter, and I simply felt grateful for his help, and that's how Channel 5 became familiar to me. Also, I kind of became interested in that reporter. Maybe it was first love. Ooh. Oh, maybe. I was curious, so I searched for old records, but everything was deleted, and I still don't know who he is. I feel like I've met someone who looks like him recently, but who could it be? Maybe it's Jaga-san? Haha, that's impossible. I'm sure I'll recognize him. When I meet him, I believe it. Melly. Well, I'm sure I'll be able to tell. But the director who flips his voice, or the former director blank, Buranku, who is now in prison, or Space Michael, Supeisu Maikeru, who has lived too long. Huh? Really? Eh? Why are you so flustered, Princess? Purin. No, not really. I see. It feels like a faint memory from a sensitive time. Does Princess Purin have a boyfriend? Hanked. If she did, she'd be chased by tabloids. The old guard of fans from 10 years ago would be sad too, right? Hanked, I see. So you're carrying the legacy of your idol days. That's tough. K. Oh, come on, stop talking about my idol days. K. Okay. By the way, is there any announcer on another channel that you're interested in? I'm 8 man. I want to convey simple emotions from the gas clouds without taking risks. Walker. I thought you were good at conveying them. I don't think people would believe me if I said this, but I watch a lot of space sports, like soccer, on Space Sports 1. And when it comes to the Space Cup, Channel 01 broadcasts it live throughout the galaxy. I love Tachibana-san's commentary at the beginning of the program. Mars Stadium, November 24, 99. The road to the Space Cup is paved in the setting sun. I start crying, just by listening to that. I hate my own style of entertainment in this kind of situation. After all, Princess Purin has a journalist's soul. I've changed my mind about her a little bit. Of course I'm a reporter. Let's do our best. The image shows a page from a book featuring Ulala, a character from the Space Channel 5 game. The page includes her dialogue and actions from various scenes in the game. Ulala is depicted wearing her signature orange outfit with white accents, and her pink hair is styled in her iconic way. This page. At the spaceport, upon first encountering a Moro alien, Ulala says, "Please take a look, space people. Is that person behind you dancing?" It seems she hasn't grasped the situation at this point. By the way, the Danda in Let's Dance sounds like Danda. When she goes to the baggage handling room, she says, "Many workers are caught up in the vortex of dance." Soon, Ulala explodes with energy. When heading to the launch pad from Lobby 2F, she shouts, "Jump!" which sounds lovely and nice. When she enters the control tower, 42 Channel Pudding appears, and they face off for the first time. Ulala challenges her, saying, "Let's compete with dance." In the final stage of Report 1, at the rocket launch pad, she explodes in a showdown with Coco Tapioca. "I sent a strange present, Gyun Gyun. I'm angry, I'm very angry." Ulala unveils the Gyun Gyun and repeat pattern, establishing her style at this point. The next stage in Report 2 takes place on a spaceship. As usual, Ulala says, "Tonight's Ula Report show will be broadcast live from the space luxury liner, treating the Moro aliens like rioters." At the buffet she says, "We've come to the buffet. It smells delicious, Gyun Gyun," with the second Gyun Gyun blast. Perhaps Ulala uses Gyun Gyun in her daily life. The boss here is Mololi tilde NA. Something's being transferred. Is it octopus or squid? Is the boss getting teary? But with this, it doesn't seem to end. After all, she started moving. She's reporting in real time. Mololina gets angry. Ulala gets involved in the tongue. "Oh no, don't roll it up." Erotic. Furthermore, it's getting slippery. Very slippery. Report 3 takes place in the asteroid belt. Since there's a scoop battle with Jaguar and Pudding, Ulala's tension is high, and Gyun Gyun explodes again. "It's TV! There's a very big TV. I sense a strange presence too, Gyun Gyun." Mololin, the mid-boss, comes out of the monitor. "Monroe! Please take a look. Something is coming out of the monitor. It's shaking. It's shaking. This time it's split. I have a bad feeling." With words like jelly or gum, they fall under Ulala's command. Bienta. Finally, the final report. What channel was the source of the brainwashing broadcast? Ulala's record. Some people are sick of Ulala's unique sense of language, and some may not have accurately remembered Ulala's lines. Here we will recreate Ulala's live report in a digest along the flow of the report. Ulala, go for it with all your might. Understood? This page depicts Ula, the main character of the Space Channel 5 games, with a background of colorful stripes. The text translates to, Warrington, Space Channel, I love you. The image shows a web page called Message Club. Mexican Flyer is well liked. Zen. This corner introduces the voices of fans gathered on the homepage. The names in parentheses are the users' nicknames. People said, it's a fun game anyway, but I still can't clear it. I'm not good at consecutive hits, but I like the Asteroid version the most. I set Mexican Flyer as my ringtone. Very popular, Yoda-chan. The theme song of Mexican Flyer is unfairly cool. Galaxy is good. Moro Star Dan. Please release the soundtrack soon. I can't concentrate at work because Mexican Flyer is stuck in my head. Hiro Kurisawa. Anyway, I like the opening number of Mexican Flyer, original, the most. It was ranked first. I feel like it's a famous song from 35 years ago that no one knows, but that's what makes it fresh and nice. Second place went to 11 Lobby First Floor with 18 votes. The stage BGM is so good that everyone remembers it. And third place is Panorama Observation Deck 24. All the songs on Space Channel 5 inches are groovy, and I like them. Among them, I like Moroli Tilda Nashan's song, and Mexican Flyer, Mashurin. The magnificent melody is a pleasant song. Fourth place was a tie with 4 songs with 14 votes. Last battle, Dance. It was awesome. Instead of the broken sound system, everyone sang together and danced with Ulala. I'm not alone anymore. I get goosebumps every time. I'm glad I bought Dreamcast. Furusuchi. I was impressed by the Torihada, when everyone's voices came in at the end. Why? The scenes of the Moro Star people, invading the base, and the ending, etc., and dramatic scenes from the game, left a strong impression. 8th place is Main Antenna, Ibira, with 11 votes. The songs are ranked in order of popularity. The most popular song is Mexican Flyer, original, with 47 votes, followed by The Reporter from SC5 with 7 votes, and Swinging Report Show with 8 votes. Other popular songs include 11 Lobby First Floor, 12 Lobby Second Floor, 15 Rocket Launch Pad, 21 Cockpit, 22 Buffet, 24 Panorama Observation Deck, 31 Asteroid Belt, 32 Secret Base, Invasion, 33 Secret Base, Inside, 33 Secret Base, Escape, 41 Executive Room, 43 Control Room, 43 Control Room, 44 Main Antenna, Ibira, 44 Main Antenna, Giant Ibira, Blank TV, Ending and The image shows a page with the title, Favorite Characters, and Thoughts and Feelings. Urara is the most popular character with 67 votes, followed by Jaguar and Purin, who are tied for second place with 26 votes. Then comes Hughes with 22 votes, Space Michael with 16, and Morosagine with 14. Then comes Coco Tapioca and Bosmoro with 8 votes. Ibira and Space Japanese have 6 votes, and Taikoman has 4. Space Dog and Molinori both have 2 votes. Jape votes. The popularity of the characters is as follows. Morosagine, Remoro, and Morosagine, Pink, and Blank President and Hard Sexy Man, and Space Teacher, and Space Elementary School Student, Midori, and Maya Beson's Cosplay all have 1 vote. Thoughts and Feelings. Ura is the most popular. 67 votes. In Ura's case, she's so cute, she's so cute, she's the same B-type, laughs, I want to hug her, even though she's the same sex, meow. She's so cute, she has a good style, her voice is good, and I love her so much, I want to cosplay her, laughs. Chiroru, and she's well received by female fans, and she's a well-made girl. People call her Urarakan, and she stands out. In second place are Urara's rivals, or rather, Jaguar and Purin, who are in a love triangle. 26 votes. Purin, who is a former idol and has a somewhat annoying air of flattery that comes with age, thought that Purin was hated by the same sex, but when I opened the lid, she still had 5 votes from women. By the way, 2 or 3 opinions from the overwhelmingly large number of male fans are, because she's cute and sexy. This is the same for Ura, but somehow she looks like she's had a hard time even though she's young. I wonder if she's been through a lot in the entertainment world, or if she's done a gravure job like Shock. Ultimate borderline shot of a former idol in Space Playboy. What do you think, Gingerman? Well, I think guys like girls like that. I like Urara's dedication too, but guys can't leave a girl like Purin alone. Laughs. I'm sorry for the frivolous answer. Explosion. Yasaki. I'm curious as to why a former Idol reporter fell from grace before she turned 20. I wonder what kind of scoop she was given in Space Friday. Pistols number 5. I was surprised to see that there are many people who are concerned after reading the inside story. It's not just that she's broken, ditzy, or has sex appeal. On the other hand, Jaguar is popular with both men and women. Is it because his coolness is connected to charisma? Everything about him is cool. M-U-N-E. He doesn't look like he's in his 30s. Also his voice, and, especially the pronunciation of Chu, is wonderful. Laughs. NJR. Absolutely. Looks. I want to dance with Jaguar too. Tomotomo. He's cool and dandan. CCAT. The best line is, dadandan, but no one voted for favorite line. Why? The following is a summary. It's a shame that the Moroseijin's votes were split. Even so, Boss Moro is amazing for collecting 8 votes on his own. Is it the boss's dignity? Is he like Yujiro Ishihara? It seems that Hugh's transformation into an Okama is eliciting laughter. Since many people can't see Space Dog because of the branching, I wonder if the number of fans will increase in the future. The image shows a webpage from Netscape for Space Channel 5.com 2, 500. Favorite lines. Gyun Gyun Shimasu. Ooh la la. I can't lose to you in dance. Ooh la la. 15. I'm Pudding. If you're going to watch the report, watch channel 42 tilde. Pudding. I want to dance for now. Ooh la la. 12. Suteki. Fuse. 11. Parara parara. Hyuu. Rescued characters, /fuse, etc. 10. Nuru nuru shimasu. Hageshiku nuru nuru shitemasu. Ooh la la. 9. Not bad at all. Boss Moro. 9. Is this a big cheating operation? You guys are? Fuse. 6. Thank you Ulala. Space Michael. 6. The channel stays the same. Ulala from all stages. 6. Are we being brainwashed? Boss Moro. 5. I decided to bet my life on it. Ulala. 4. Despicable and cowardly, yet graceful. Moro Star People. 4. Tilde students. Space Homeroom Teacher. 4. I've rescued almost everyone. Ulala. 4. What is this yellow thing? Fuse. 3. A soulless reporter can't beat Ulala. Fuse. 3. Jaguar. Space Pirate Broadcasting Station's male staff. 3. Kya tilde? Don't do that tilde. Ulala. 3. Tilde shootin. Fuse from all stages. 3. Choo choo choo. Morostar People /Pudding Total. 3. We're making a sequel. Even if it's the same line, different people say it. Or they say it differently for each stage, so I try to summarize them. It's pretty random, but I think it's mostly correct. Looking at it from the top, there are a lot of character-driven lines, and I'm kind of impressed. Givenivi. She's amazing for creating so many catchphrases like Gyun Gyun Shimasu, Haruki. I was blown away by deliciously delicious, Gyun Gyun Shimasu, Aero. Even if you don't ask for comments, around Shibuya QFRONT, you can Gyun Gyun can't you? The number of people is 100,000 per day. Lies. Even if I look at the voices sent to this homepage, it's basic to add Moro to the end of words. The form is, the deadpan lines make my heart Gyun Gyun, P-E-K-I, and many people use it as an adjective as a matter of course. It's also the title of this book, and the Space Channel Buzzword Award, leaving out tilde Moro, is decided to be Gyun Gyun Shimasu. The second place went to that line from Stage 4, the battle against Ibira. I was moved by the words of the battle with Ibira. Light Music Club President. Is that so? Were you moved? Me too. Who? Ula, who doesn't give up even in the face of a powerful enemy, and 15 people who have synchronized themselves with the wall of difficult input. It's not just a rough language sense that's Gyun Gyun, it's the never give up spirit of Ula, excluding the following Ula, Pudding, Fuse, Boss Moro and Space Michael. The lines of the main cast are lined up. As for minor lines, there's Jaguar. The harmony when Jaguar appears is pretty trippy. Miku's ho was too loud and wasn't popular. Laughs. Finally, Let's pick up the voices of expectations for the sequel. If Space Channel 5-2 comes out, I'll definitely buy it. But if that's the case, will the title be Space Channel 52? The channel will change. Kazoo. Ha! That's right. What are you going to do? I'll ask Mizuguchi-san next time, so thank you for checking the official HP. This page depicts a magazine page with the title, Kazutoshi Ida's First Bit Love. The page features an illustration of a woman's head and a hand with a string around the finger. In the middle is a tag that says BIT. There is an image of the Space Channel 5 game for the Sega Dreamcast. Kioi. Number 1. First experience. Around November 1999, game creator Kazutoshi Ida was on a promotion tour for Giant Gram 1 all over Japan. He went mainly to Kyoto, Osaka, Kobe, Sendai, Hachioji and Yokohama, but mostly on day trips. Back then, his main job was game production. Giant Gram Liberation Front Chibiko Chico Big Assembly, scheduled for release in the early summer of 2000. Also, the audience at each promotion venue averaged about 40 people. Although it wasn't a very efficient advertising campaign, Ida, whose nerves were frayed by the slow start of Run.Diddy, the company that sells Giant Gram, could only relieve his depression by overworking his own body. When the campaign ended, Ida was completely exhausted. He had been working on Giant Gram for 3 years, and his basic physical strength had declined due to unhealthy habits. During this forced march, he couldn't eat properly, and suffered from dizziness, palpitations, and shortness of breath, a typical case of autonomic imbalance. Nevertheless, a colorful packaged disc arrived to Ida. It was a trial version disc of Space Channel 5. Ida nervously unwrapped it. It was the latest work of Tetsuya Mizuguchi, the hottest and coolest guy in the game industry. Ida tried to read the manual, but the moment he started the game, his blurry vision vanished. It's great, it's great, it's great, it's super great. Ida, whose mind had been blank for a long time, suddenly awakened. Not for sale. This page depicts promotional images of the game Space Channel 5. Number 2. Could it be love? Sega. Why was Ida suddenly so sharp? He asked himself. First of all, this game is simple and very good. The music is also wonderful. Even the Moro aliens, who are supposed to be enemies, are cute and not hateful. But that's not all. There is a stronger attraction. What is it? What could it be? What is it? He thought about it for about 10 hours while playing the trial version. Ida was hesitant, but came up with a decisive hypothesis. Might I have fallen in love with Ulala Tilde? Until now, Ida had never been attracted to a virtual character. Even when he saw a super cute virtual gal, he would mutter, I still prefer the 3-dimensional ones Tilde. While flipping through pages of idol photo collections, his favorite is Ryoko Hirosu. He had been somewhat aroused by breast-shaking fighting games. However, in the harsh situation of fighting, he cannot fully enjoy its appeal. The cuteness of Space Channel 5 inches is not only the formative appeal of Ulala herself, but also the pleasant brightness that fills the entire world of the game is concentrated in Ulala's existence in one rotation. The strength of one rotation is quite high, and Norsode it's like my heart was zapped. However, for Ida, who has spent 31 years without being thrilled by a virtual gal, to fall in love with Ukenala means the collapse of the values he has built up over many years. Naturally, his defenses worked and he tried to deny his love. But what he likes, he likes. He cannot suppress the feelings that well up from his heart. That night, Ida went to sleep while shaken by such emotions. The next day, there was Ida frantically scribbling a portrait of Ulala on the back of an advertisement. He is completely in a trance. This is truly the figure of a man in love. Ida declared in a loud voice as if telling himself, I've fallen in love with Ulala. Number 3. Love letter. It's fine that he fell in love. But after all, the other person is a person who does not exist in this world. Ida has no idea how to approach her. I guess he has no choice but to write a love letter. But, who should I send it to? That's right, Mr. Mizuguchi. He is the parent who gave birth to her. Ida was so excited about Ulala that he forgot the basic rule of reviewing the love letter, written late at night before posting it the next morning. He wrote a love letter in one go, and posted it to Mr. Mizuguchi's place without reading it back. Mr. Mizuguchi immediately sent a reply. The content was, seriously, Mr. Mizuguchi must have been quite confused. Ida reminisces that he hesitated quite a while later. But at that time, he was right in the middle of love. With this one word, Ida's feelings for Ulala will develop in an unexpected direction. This page depicts Ida's journey to create a figure. Number 4. Funding issues. How should one express their love for a fictional character? Should they create a fanzine? Start a fan page on the web? As Ida pondered, he glanced at the corner of his desk, and there it was. A female character figure distributed at the Shenmue presentation event. I see. A figure. That's a great idea. Let's make a figure. Yes, a figure. Figures exist as objects. You can touch them. You can look at them from all sorts of angles. You can talk to them. You can carry them around. You can take them anywhere. This is the complete opposite of the famous phrase "from atoms to bits" from the 90s masterpiece Digital Being. But that's just because the arrows are pointing in opposite directions. Let's not deviate too far from the context. After a second of such theoretical armament, Ida reached for the phone. The person on the other end was Mr. T, a sculptor who had previously been commissioned to create the Doshin figure. He readily agreed to produce the figure. However, here again, a great wall stood in his way. The problem was the budget. The estimated cost of producing the figure was hundreds of thousands of yen. A grader weighed love and money on a scale. Love was overwhelmingly heavier. But you can't squeeze blood from a stone. This was a major pinch. Kavrispau. Huh. 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 Hubbao. Kavrispau. Hubbao. Gambling? Ida was addicted to pachinko when he was a student, and he had lived off his earnings for about a year. Should he try it again? At that time, the machines he was good at were called Hanamono, which had low gambling properties, but allowed him to earn small amounts of money steadily. Recently, machines controlled by computer programs called Daitorio are the mainstream, and there are hardly any pachinko parlors that have Hanamono. To fill the long blank, Ida bought Pachinko Strategy magazine, Futabasha, and began his research. Number 5. Figure completion imminent. Thanks to his research, he somehow solved his funding problems. Though it seems he struggled, Strategy magazine was a great help. He visited Mr. T's atelier in Hachioji, and Ura was just about to be materialized. Great! Almost there! Ida's eyes were bloodshot with excitement. His first bit love is coming to an end in this way. This can be called a happy ending for now. By the way, Mr. Ida, what are you going to do with Urara's figure when it's finished? Huh? Lick it! Happy ending revoked. May you spin forever on the merry-go-round called love. This page depicts Ulala, a reporter, holding a microphone, in an orange and white outfit with boots and a blue headset. Behind her is a featureless yellow mannequin. Menis. Figure production /HID. Copyright 44. This page depicts a series of dance moves from Space Channel 5. The character Ulala is shown in various poses, numbered from 1 to 8, demonstrating a dance routine. Below this sequence, Ulala is seen performing a series of steps in a continuous line. Here are the translated sections of text. Urara and Let's Dance. Space Channel 5. Official Kim Dance. Appeal to Channel 5's 5 with your whole body. The end of the program is perfect with this. You too. Try dancing at a memorable moment in your life. Recommended for the finale of weddings and funerals. Anyway, Urara's cool dance. Just by looking at it, you should have the desire to say, I want to dance a little too. More and more. Come on, dance, dance, dance like Ulala. 4. Perfectly with the shoulder. 3. Pull it back smoothly. 7. Turn it around. 2. Right hand in front. 1. Bend your body tilde. 5. Right hand softly. 6. Straight down. 8. Channel 5. This page depicts Ulala in various poses, demonstrating dance moves against a green background with horizontal lines. Leganaya. The page features 2 different dance routines with titles. The first routine shows Ulala in 4 poses, each numbered and accompanied by a short description of the movement. The second routine also presents 4 numbered poses with descriptive text. There are also smaller images of Ulala performing dance steps. It's so good! A dance that features Ulala's suppleness. The last pose has both hands thrust into space. It'll rivet everyone's attention. If you want to get people to notice you, give it a try. Hands thrusted. 1. Right hand to the side. 2. Wind up. 3. Stop sharply. 4. Bend your right hand. It's a dynamite. Ulala's powerful dance is absolutely wonderful. It strengthens you from the core. If you want to show off your powerful self, why not borrow a little of Ulala's power with this dance? Absolutely. 1. Right hand in a fist. 2. Left hand in a fist. 3. Plus a punch. 4. Fist to the ground. The image shows Ulala in various poses, demonstrating dance moves for gameplay instructions against a green grid backdrop. She is wearing her signature outfit, an orange and white color scheme, and light blue hair. The poses are numbered from 5 to 8 in 2 rows, with additional smaller images at the top and bottom, showing more movement directions. The text accompanying the poses provides instructions and encouragement. Hi, I'm going back. Releasing strength. Accumulating power tilde. I'm number 1. Smash and cross. Turn from below. Raise it up tilde. I won't lose. This page depicts a step-by-step guide on how to draw Ulala, a character from the game Space Channel 5. Let's draw Ulala, the secret of the buffet. I thought you wanted to draw Ulala, right? So in this section, let's teach you how to draw Ulala's face. It's like a picture song, so please sing it with an appropriate melody. Okay, start. Null say. Start. A fish. 2 tilde. Burning tilde musical note. Smells good. Spinning around tilde musical note. Fried egg. Pitch black musical note. French fries. Squishy squishy musical note. Space Goma. Space Hakata. Pollock row musical note. This page depicts a series of cartoon faces being used to demonstrate makeup styles, and a finished colored example of a character with pink hair and headphones. Taught by Yaiti. Yumiko Miyabe, Yuri Dakino. She is a space art director. She is in charge of the overall direction of the worldview, and character design such as Ulala and Purin. She says, I always draw from the eyes first, so this is the order in which I draw. But Ulala's face is so difficult that I can't draw it well anymore. So does that mean no one can draw it? The text beneath each of the uncolored faces reads, Chikorli, it's going down. Are you motivated? Ura, for now, on the plate. Let's try to serve it up musical note. Ah, Space Sakurambo in such a place. What is this? What a dish. So it's so painful. Lovely tilde. Try coloring it like this. This page shows instructions on how to make a Moro Starman plush doll. How to make a Moro Starman. Let's cut out Moro's body. Lecturer, Moro Mayumi-sensei, a space top designer, and the birth mother of Moro Starman. She is always looking for the perfect material for a Moro doll, and seems to frequent fabric stores to look for interesting textures. This special Moro Starman pattern is in Moro Sensei's own handwriting. Things to prepare. 1. Old t-shirt, color that matches the Moro Starman you want to make. 2. Chalk pen or colored pencil. 3. Thread, needle, and pins. 4. Cotton. 5. Decent looking fabric for the goggles, or shiny ribbon. 6. Vinyl chloride for the goggles, or red felt if you don't have it. 7. Craft glue. 8. Scissors, cutter. 9. Pattern paper. Make a fairly dark copy of the cover back of this book. 10. Deep, deep love for Moro Starman. Instructions. 1. First, cut out the pattern. Fold the Moro Starman's horns along the lines. Place them on the fabric in that folded shape, and draw lines along the pattern. It is easier to hold the pattern in place with pins. You can choose either side of the fabric to be the front or back, whichever you like. 2. Once you have finished drawing the lines, cut them with scissors, leaving about 5 mm for the seam allowance. If you are using a t-shirt, secure it with pins and cut 2 pieces at the same time for convenience. Ignore the seam allowance at the joints, and cut in deeply. 3. Once you have finished cutting out the body, cut out the horns. Use a different colored cloth, and cut out the left and right sides of the horns in the same way as the body. If you use 2 different colored old t-shirts for the doll, you can use 2 colors at once without changing fabrics, which is very convenient. This page depicts how to sew a Moro doll. Body parts, sewing instructions. 4. Sew each of the 4 horn parts to the body. Be careful not to make any mistakes in the left and right directions, and sew them together with fine stitches. If you are meticulous, you can use back stitches. Be sure to check the front and back of the fabric. 5. Once you have sewn the horns onto the body, pin the 2 body parts together with pins and then sew them together. The sewing method is a fine basting stitch, so be patient and do it carefully. Leave a 3 cm opening somewhere to insert the stuffing later. 6. Once the body is sewn together, turn the fabric inside out. It is easier to start turning from the narrow parts, such as the horns, legs and arms, using a thin object such as a pencil. Once you have turned the beginning part inside out to some extent, turn the body inside out all at once, Let's stuff Morrow's body with wadding. 7. Fill the 3 cm hole you left earlier with wadding. Do not stuff it all in at once, but tear it off little by little and put it in. First, let's stuff the horns and toes. It is easy to use something like a pencil for this. Terriga. 8. Once you have stuffed it with a certain amount of wadding, this time shape it while stuffing. The volume of the wadding is up to you, so create your favorite bodyline. By the way, Mr. Morrow likes to add volume to his butt. Warrington also has men. If you want to play with the finished Morrow alien by moving it, it is recommended to reduce the amount of wadding in the joint areas. Once you have finished stuffing the body with wadding, now close the hole. Fold in the seam allowance, and sew it together. The image shows a page with instructions on how to make a Eula-inspired doll. The doll is made of red felt with white feet and blue ribbon details. The final product is shown with a woman holding it. Ulala's face. It's time to prepare the goggles. Let's put the Morrow goggles on the body. 10. Cut out the goggle part of the pattern, and cut out the same size from red felt. It is easy to cut with a cutter using the pattern as a guide. Once cut, round the corners of the goggles with scissors. 11. Next, cut out the inside of the goggles with scissors. Place the pattern on the goggles and cut along the inside lines with a cutter for best results. When cutting, make sure the corners are rounded. 12. Cut a blue ribbon to fit the inside of the goggles. If you have any other nice colored fabric other than ribbon, feel free to try it out. This is where you can add your own originality. 13. Glue the goggle frame and the ribbon on the inside with craft glue. Overlap the goggles on top of the ribbon so that they fit together. Be careful not to use too much glue, so it doesn't stick out. 14. This time, glue the combined goggles onto the body. Actually, place the goggles on the body to make sure you know where to attach them, and then glue them on with craft glue. Hold the goggles firmly in place until the glue dries. Finished! 15. Once the glue has dried, adjust the shape of the Morrow alien's body, and you're done. Now you can be with Morrow alien anytime. You can decorate your room with it, take it out with you, or cuddle with it to sleep. Worry! Spend a fun time with Morrow alien. This page depicts various scenes and characters from the game Space Channel 5. Key characters like Ulala, Pudding, Jaguar, and Fuse can be seen throughout the montage of images. The game's environments, characterized by their retro-futuristic and groovy designs, are also prominent. Space Channel 5. Rough strategy. We've largely resolved the Morrow alien Earth invasion incident and rescued the kidnapped Earthlings. Space Channel 5. Thorough strategy. With charts, sheet music, and advice, it seems like it will be generally useful. The image shows a page about the game Space Channel 5 and offers system advice. The page displays information about the game Space Channel 5 and its controls. It shows the Dreamcast controller and highlights the functions of the A button for shooting Morrolians, the B button for saving the chews, the D-pad for making Eula dance, and the Start button for pausing the game. It also shows the VMU, which displays the Morrolian mark when enemies appear, and shows the Ulala mark when it's the player's turn. Chori. Basic knowledge. Basic in-game controls. Visual memory. When Morrolians appear, the Morrolian mark is displayed. When it's the player's turn, the Ulala mark is displayed. D-pad. The buttons make Ulala dance. Up, down, left, and right correspond to UP, down, left, and right, respectively. B button, chew, to help the chews. A button, chew to shoot Morrolians. Start button. Enters the pause screen. You can also quit the game from this screen. Turn up the volume as much as possible. It's crucial to listen carefully to the Morrolian's voice and BGM to avoid mistakes. Turn up the volume and get into character as Ula, enjoying the groove. Sometimes, only the Morrolian's voice will cue you. You might not know what to do if the sound isn't loud enough. Pstigi. The newsflash is the biggest hint. The newsflash that sometimes appears at the top of the screen can hint at the next problem. Don't miss it. The director announces the newsflash's content, so you don't have to be able to read the text. Place the controller on your lap and press the D-pad and A and B buttons with your left and right index and middle fingers, as shown in the photo. When pressing the buttons, press them with a patchy and energetically. Keep an eye on the change marks, pay attention to the monitor and sort out the enemies. The Marolian mark is displayed in the lower left of the screen. When this changes to the Ulala mark, start pressing the button. Ulala's turn doesn't always come at the same time, so watch carefully. The image shows an overview of different modes in Space Channel 5, namely, the dance and shooting modes. It shows how to distinguish Marolians and Chu, and provides tips for playing. Notes on mode differences. Dance. This is a mode where you memorize the Marolians' dance and rhythm, and Ula repeats the same dance. The Marolians make sounds such as up, down, Chu as they dance, so it is effective to memorize them with both your eyes and ears. The number of mistakes you can make is determined for each stage, and if you run out of hearts, you will not be able to save the people who are being made to dance by the Marolians. Even if you run out of hearts, the game itself will continue. However, if you run out of hearts during the boss battle, the show will be immediately cut off. Game over. If you run out of hearts and fail to rescue the hostages, since only the A button is used for Chu, you can play without looking at the screen. Want to give it a try? More. The background music and Ulala's dance become very uncool when moving. Tears. Shooting. This is a mode in which you shoot down the Marolians that appear one after another. After pressing the button in the direction in which the Marolian appears, press the A button as many times as there are Marolians. For Chu that appear occasionally, press the B button to rescue them. Warrington. The directions of appearance are basically up, right, and left. Of course, press the buttons in the same rhythm as the questions. The number of buttons to press is the same as the number of Marolians and Chu, so it is easy to see and feel safe. How to tell the difference between Marolians and Chu. Marolians have beam guns, so their hands glow. On the other hand, Chu have glowing rings on their heads and bodies. Look closely, and use the A and B buttons accordingly. This page depicts the game mechanics of Space Channel 5. The page features Ulala in various locations, including a white room with red cylinders, a blue and green tunnel, and a pink room. It also shows some enemies, such as Space Michael and Channel 5 security robots. Duty. Secrets of Chicory Rhythms. Duty. Elements of Chicory Rhythm Up. The Chicory rhythms displayed in the lower right corner of the screen are like evaluation points. Solving a problem correctly will increase them, while making mistakes will decrease them. By the way, if the correct answer rate for issues related to Chikuin, human rescue is high, the rescue tasserie displayed after the report is cleared will also increase. In addition, the Yoso Chicory rhythm will also be high. Chikuli. Norma Chicory rhythm. The Chicory rhythm required to clear the stage. It is set for each report, and the game is over if the number is not met at the end of the stage. Porali. Nwagi. Psycho Chicory rhythm. Displayed after the report is cleared. This is the highest momentary Chicory rhythm in that report. Porali. Sashu Chicory rhythm. The Chicory rhythm when the stage is cleared. The game is over if this does not meet the norm. Porali. Yosu Chicory rhythm. Displayed after the report is cleared. The next report starts from this Chicory rhythm. Changes due to Chicory rhythm. Courses change. After clearing all stages, starting a second round, extra stage, may branch the route depending on the Chicory rhythm, allowing you to proceed to a new stage. In the new course you may encounter characters that did not appear in the first play. Orrington no. Odori beats change. At Lobby 2F of Report 1 and the Corridor of Report 4, the Odori beats that appear change depending on the Chicory rhythm. The detailed appearance conditions will be introduced on the course-specific strategy page after this. Darnini Zues. For example, at Lobby 1F of Report 1, Act 3, depending on the Chicory rhythm at the end, if it is 90% or higher, you will proceed to Lobby 2F as is. Even in extra stages, if the Chicory rhythm is 90% or higher, Space Michael will appear. Even in the same location, if the Chicory rhythm is 89% or lower, Channel 5 security robots will appear. If it's 79% or less, you'll follow the same control tower course as the first round. If it's 8089%, it branches off to the baggage sorting room. Ulala glows. When the Chicory rhythm reaches 95% or higher, Ulala will be covered in a pink aura. This is proof of a super space reporter. If you keep getting the correct answers in order from Report 1, Ulala will start glowing around the end of Report 3. Is it because Ulala's soul has suddenly begun to rise due to intense dancing and a thirst for truth? This page depicts various gameplay aspects and character information from Space Channel 5. The setting is a vibrant, futuristic world filled with music and dance. Ulala, the main character, is shown in several scenarios, including rescuing people from the mind-controlling Marolians and dancing with her backup dancers. The Marolians are also shown, with their distinct alien designs. The image also features sections from the game, such as the pinpoint rescue technique, which involves using the B-button beam to rescue characters even if you miss other commands. Another section highlights that unique characters appear only when you make mistakes, encouraging players to sometimes fail on purpose. Beamtendorkus. Character profile. Lemolo, red, is described as quick-tempered and hasty, but also loves small animals, even keeping a space rat as a pet. Rescue points. Rescue with pinpoint accuracy. In shooting mode, if you hit the Marolian with the B-button beam, you can rescue the character even if you miss the other commands. This is called pinpoint rescue in this book. This is an essential technique for efficiently rescuing characters, so be sure to remember it. Press the buttons in the order of left-pointing arrow A and right-pointing arrow B without losing the rhythm, and only help the characters on the right, even if you miss the question itself. Since the characters on the right have been rescued, they will stay close behind Ulala, dancing while moving. When you help people who are being forced to dance by the Marolians, they become Ula's backup dancers, and liven up the movement scenes to the next act. In dance mode, if you help Odoribito and Gakibito, they will perform their unique performances. Characters that only appear if you make mistakes. Even if you clear all the questions correctly from beginning to end, you will not be able to rescue all the characters. There are some characters that only appear when you make a mistake, so in order to help all of them you have to fail sometimes. Correxar. For example, the cockpit of Report 2. First, the Marolians appear, but in this question. Character profile. Rescued characters are registered as illustrations in the character profile. Here, the hidden facts about each character are revealed. You can rotate characters with the direction buttons and enlarge or reduce them with the LR buttons to enjoy. If you fail, you will be able to rescue a spaceship crew, female, in the next problem. If you answer correctly, the spaceship crew, male, will appear. If you answer all the questions correctly, only the same person will appear here. The image shows a page from the Space Channel 5 Player's Guidebook, detailing rhythm and how to read the command list. Dafkane. The game features Ulala, a reporter who dances and shoots to save people from the Marolians. The stages include the spaceport, rocket catapult, tea room, and extra stage. This page depicts rhythm and musical score, how to read the score, command list. The problems presented consist of 8 beats, with some exceptions. Commands are entered by the 7th beat, and Ulala takes over on the 8th beat, hereinafter referred to as the 8th beat change. Some problems include commands every half beat, so it is estimated that there are 14 times to press the button with 7 beats x2, and timing. Order of questions. Front beat, back beat, up, down, right, left, a button, B button, change, alternation. This makes it easy to understand. Therefore, this book divides one beat into 2, and uses a score with the first half of the beat as the front, and the second half as the back to display commands. In addition, problems that exceed 8 beats are treated as one question in 2 lines, as in number 3 in the figure above. In other words, beat 1 of line 2 becomes beat 9. Benjay. How to take the rhythm. Benjay. Benjay J beats, Benjay. First, memorize the basic 8-beat feel. Try counting out loud as 1, 2, 3 to get a feel for the rhythm. If there are gaps of several beats between commands, it is easy to miss, so it is recommended to count one beat as un to get the rhythm. For example, in question 3 in the left figure, after pressing up on the first beat, count un from the beginning of the second beat, and press A on the next un to accurately copy the 3.5 beat weight. In other words, U becomes a half beat, so if you put U at the beginning of one beat, and press the button at the time of un, it will be a good backbeat. If you make a mistake, the next question will change. Mubeat, mubiatura. If you make a mistake on a problem, the next problem will often change. If you make a mistake, the next question tends to be the same as before or easier. By the way, the score posted on the strategy page is for when you get everything right. Dagger. Once you can do it perfectly, try making mistakes on purpose, and try problems with different rhythms. Page explanation. Space Channel 5, almost complete strategy, introduces how to rescue Morolians in the game and efficiently, by listing Moro alien questions with scores and guides on how to comfortably enjoy the game. Overall map page. Introduces the story and game flow for each report. The stages that ULA progresses through in the game are diagrammed in a flowchart, and their conditions are listed. Core-specific strategy page. Divides the stage into dance mode and shooting mode, and lists the people you want to rescue there, and the score. Command list. The heart represents the number of mistakes that can be made in dance mode. The image also depicts various locations such as Dunai, Etes Paris, Yonzetesi, Spaceport, Control Tower, Living Quarters, Rocket Launching Pad, Extra Stage, Lobby 1F, AA, and actions in games such as Mayayaya, AA, Shooting, Dancing. The image shows the story page for Space Channel 5. It features scenes from the game including Warrington Dorcas, Uralala dancing in space, Uralala dancing in space, Uralala dancing on a stage, Uralala in a spacesuit, Uralala in a space story, Uralala. The spaceship accident that occurred 10 years ago is still fresh in everyone's memory. It was a miracle that everyone was rescued unharmed, despite the disaster of numerous passengers being thrown into space. The person who rescued the last survivor of the accident, a young girl, was a young reporter from Space Channel 5 who came to cover the scene. This inspired the girl to dream of becoming a reporter. Then in 2499, news of an invasion of Earth by mysterious aliens shook the world. People panicked at the unprecedented invasion in which humans were made to dance one after another by mysterious beams. Space Channel 5, which quickly learned of the incident, sent a reporter to the scene. Her name is Uralala. She is the girl from the accident 10 years ago, and she headed to the scene for the sake of Earth's peace. The image shows a spaceport scene with Ulala standing in the foreground. She is wearing her iconic orange and white outfit with blue accessories. The spaceport in the background has a Welcome to Spaceport sign and landing pads with spaceships. Report 1. Ulala appears, 6:45 p.m. A sudden attack on the spaceport, the site of the Morostar people's attack. The spaceport is crowded with people waiting to board, and it's in utter chaos due to the sudden alien attack. Not only ordinary people, but even pilots and rescue police on their way to rescue, are being made to dance. Spaceport. Servicing about 340 million annual users, it's a gateway to space. Various space lines are in service, and there are arrivals and departures all day long. There are about 58 similar facilities on Earth. This page depicts a walkthrough for Space Channel 5, Stage 5. The walkthrough starts at the Lobby 1F, then goes to the spaceport, the sorting room, Lobby 2F, and finally, the rocket launch pad. Stage data. Norma Choli rate. 15% on the first playthrough, 70% after the extra stages, second playthrough. Target rescue count, 28 people. Estimated Moro alien appearance count, 145 Moro. Report 1. Total number of questions, 119 questions. Lobby 1F. Go to page 62. Spaceport, Control Tower. Go to page 64. During the first lap, or after the extra stage, second lap, the viewing rate when Lobby 1F is completed is 79% or less. Sorting room. Go to page 68. Viewing rate is in the 80% range when Lobby 1F is completed after the extra stage, second lap. Lobby 2F. Go to page 66. Viewing rate is 90% or more when Lobby 1F is completed after the extra stage, second lap. Rocket launch pad. Go to page 70. This page depicts Act 1, Dance, which takes place in Lobby 1F where many people are fleeing. This page features the characters Ulala, and 2 Help Us characters, number 09, the Information Lady, who can be found on page 103, and number 50, Mumbai, who can be found on page 110. It is finally time for the report show to start. Since it is the first stage, there will be a lot of simple problems, so fully absorb the atmosphere of the game. The first half is a simple rhythm of every other beat. Be careful of the different commands and press the buttons at the same time. Later problems are a little more difficult than the simple first half. But in reality you only have to press the button every beat, so don't be impatient, just press the button a little later, and you'll be okay. This page depicts Act Point 2, Shooting, and Act Point 3, Dance from Space Channel 5. In Act Point 2 Shooting, the first round should be played normally, and the second round should be deliberately missed. If you get the first question right and miss the second and third questions, Mung Green will appear in the fourth question. If you rescue Mung Green with pinpoint accuracy, Man Purple and Space Salaryman will appear in the fifth question. New. Help us! This section features several dancers. Number 26, Red and Blue Striped Woman. Number 32, Midori Boy. Number 38, Woman White. Number 39, Woman Blue. Number 40, Woman Pink. Number 41, Woman Light Blue. Number 42, Woman in Red. Number 44, Boy Yellow. Number 45, Boy Blue. Number 47, Man Purple. Number 49, Mun Green. And number 56, Space Salaryman. Act Point 3 Dance. Finally, the backbeat commands make their debut. You can continue pressing the A button to the rhythm, so concentrate on the rhythm first. However, be careful because the seventh question starts with the backbeat. Don't panic, wait half a beat with you, and then start pressing the direction button. Help me! This section features number 53, Space Nihonjin, column. When you want to make a mistake on purpose, if you only want to rescue a specific chew, or if you want to miss the problem itself, don't press only the last chew, or press all the B buttons, or switch the A and B buttons. If you do this, the rhythm will not be disturbed, so you can rest assured. This page depicts Act 1, Shooting Voice Choir. The scene is a dimly lit and treacherous control tower where it's difficult to dance. Ulala can't afford to lose to the rival reporter Pudding from the Abarazu station. The page features images of spaceport workers, No.05, spaceport worker N006, the muscular type, spaceport worker N007, the tall type, and Spaceless Rescue Police N0.5-2. The text gives a hint for the first song, advising to feel the rhythm, which might seem slower than it actually is, by tapping along. It notes that the spacing in the seventh command is 5 beats, so you should input up, wait 5 beats while counting un, and then press B on the 6th beat. This page depicts gameplay from Space Channel 5 inches including Act Point 2 Shooting and Act Point 3 Dance. Act Point 2 Shooting focuses on timing, particularly in the fourth question, and counting un after upcha. The seventh question requires distinguishing between A and B button presses. There is a 1 beat margin before the final up arrow, so don't rush. Act Point 3 Dance notes that the down arrow in the sixth question falls on the backbeat of the second beat, which can be tricky. Insert a half beat U after the initial up arrow before pressing down. Try pressing up, U, done. The final 10th question is a simple series of A presses, but it can be deceptively easy to mess up. Help Us features characters from the game including Kesha, No.14, Prince Honor Guard, No.61, Guitarman, column, button mashing, directional buttons, A and B buttons. As long as you press them according to the command, you won't miss, even if you don't release the button. In other words, it's okay to press A, while holding down up pointing arrow. Where can I use it? Pull. This page depicts a scene from Space Channel 5 inches set in Lobby 2F, where Ulala and a group of dancers are performing. The scene is rendered in a stylized, futuristic aesthetic, with bright neon colors and geometric patterns. The page also features character portraits of the pilot, the green female, and the stewardess, with their corresponding page numbers for more information. Act 1. Shooting. It's like a shooting tournament with only women. This Lobby 2F is filled with dancing women for some reason, so much so that you'll want to shoot them. The unique commands available only here are a highlight that differs from other stages. Help Us. Pilot, page 104. Green female, page 104. Stewardess, page 106. If you miss the first question and answer the second correctly, then pinpoint and rescue only the green female in the third question, and try to get the question wrong on purpose. If you do that, the pilot will appear in the fourth question. Furthermore, if you continue to answer all the subsequent questions correctly, the stewardess will eventually appear. Work well together as a team to rescue them. W question. This page also has a list of directional and button presses that will affect the rescue attempt for the 3 characters. W question. The image shows page 67 from Space Channel 5. The page depicts Act 2 Shooting and Act 3 Dance from the game, with gameplay screenshots of Ulala dancing and shooting in a futuristic setting. The Help Me section features character art of the spaceport attendant, number 10, a middle-aged woman, number 12, and a hard sexy man, number 60. Column, The Anguish of the Salaryman. Lay Bola, les bolas. For the 7th question, if you keep pressing the A button on the 4th beat and the up button on the 5th beat, it's okay. The attendant only appears in the last 7th question. Be careful, because if you make too many mistakes after the interval, they won't appear. Throughout the stage, the command and rhythm are easy to remember, so you shouldn't have too much trouble with the lack of hearts. By the way, here, the person dancing depends on the rhythm at the end of Act 2. If it's 90% or more, it's Hard Sexy Man, and if it's 89% or less, it's Space Salaryman. Try helping the Space Salaryman in the dance mode on Lobby 2F instead of Lobby 1F. Then, you can see his original dance, walking quickly while being a little anxious about the time. Can you hear the anguish of the Salaryman? This page depicts a level from Space Channel 5 featuring Ulala on the stage with glowing rings and a unique BGM Baye. Act 1. Shooting. From the 4th question, the problem suddenly switches to a 4-beat change, so be careful as it is easy to make mistakes. After the question, it will soon be Ulala's turn, so don't forget to prepare. Here you may be confused by the bassline of the BGM and feel that the rhythm is a little complicated, but in reality it's a simple problem with no backbeats, so don't worry. This page depicts the Act .2 shooting and Act .3 dance sections of the game, featuring gameplay tips and strategies for those acts. Jorgesi. Act .2 shooting. After the 4th measure, short 2-beat chain problems will appear in succession. If you make a mistake here, it will be quite difficult to recover the rhythm afterwards. Concentrate. Also, if it is difficult to see the direction of the Moro alien hidden in the glowing ring, listen carefully to the voice. Warrington no voice. Act .3. Dance. What is presented here is a rearrangement of some of the previous problems, or an upside-down version of the up, down, left and right commands. The rhythm is almost constant, so pay close attention to the command differences. If you are careful, you will be fine. You don't have much heart, so don't rush your mistakes. Count 1 between the 3rd and 4th command. There is also a column titled, What's a New Dog? Space dogs have big ears and jump around, and are a little different from regular dogs. In fact, they are a new breed born from the mating of Earth dogs and space dogs, but I guess they can't talk. The image shows a battle between Ulala and a Coco Tapioca. Rocket Launch Pad vs Coco Tapioca. The characters that came down from the rocket are the cool, purplish-pink boss, Coco Tapioca. In each act, there are a lot of hearts relative to the number of problems, so dance boldly. Hoti. Act 1. In Act 1, most of the problems are short, ending on the 4th beat. However, only problems 7, 8 and 11 are 8 beats long. Don't assume that there is no command on the 4th beat and mistakenly push the button on the 5th beat like you have until now. The page shows a table with button combinations for Acts 1 through 11. This page depicts Coco Tapioca from Space Channel 5. Coco Tapioca is the first invasion dance mech. He is 57 Moro tall and weighs 550 Moron. His special moves are Ring Beam and Line Dance Mecha. Coco Tool. The dance ring beam released from the antenna is super powerful. As a last resort, he stores Line Dance Mecha, Yellow Submoron, in his body. In Act 2 and Act 3, the first A you enter is a little bit of a backbeat, but it's actually an upbeat. For those who get confused, try playing on your own. Try pressing the button on the 8th beat. Also, if you are distracted by Yellow Submoron's fluffy movements, you may want to just play with your ears. The graphics show the button combinations for Act 2 and Act 3. Column. The true identity of the ring glowing above your head. In boss battles, a green ring appears above the boss and Ulala's head. This ring actually represents the number of colors in that problem. If you lose track of how many times to press the A button during the battle, you can use it as a hint. Borinton also has a melee. The image shows Ulala standing next to the Hyperbolt spaceship. Ulala is wearing her signature orange and red outfit with a blue gun holster on her leg. The spaceship is a long green vessel with a yellow stripe. Report 2. Spaceship SOS. Chapter. Aboard the Hyperbolt. A report on infiltrating the space luxury liner Hyperbolt, which speeds through the galaxy at the speed of light. The spaceship captain and crew have been forced to dance, and the ship is completely occupied by Moro aliens. The Space Elementary School students on a field trip aboard this ship are also worried. Long-distance transfer light-speed machine, Hyperbolt. With a capacity of 300 passengers and 40 stored spaceboats, it speeds through the galaxy at incredible speeds. At the buffet, the corner that recreates old foods such as space chicken fillet sandwiches and Great Universe wontons is very popular. The image shows a visual guide through a level in the Space Channel 5 game, starting with the cockpit and progressing through the duct and dust room, finally reaching the panorama observation deck. Cockpit. Tara. Go to page 74. Tara. Duct dust room. Go to page 78. Tara. Panorama observation deck. Go to page 80. Tara. Stage data. This is stage 5, numbered 7281. The percentage of normal clearance is 25% on the first lap and 70% on extra stages, second lap and later. The target number of rescued people is 20 people. The estimated number of Morrow aliens appearing is 49 Morrow, and the total number of Report 2 questions is 90 questions. This page shows a scene from the game Space Channel 5, in what appears to be a cockpit of a spaceship. There are other ships, and what looks like a large space station or ship outside in space. Ulala is seen on the right side of the image. Act 1. Shooting. First, here, capture the hearts of the ship's captain and crew with A and B button presses. It's a little complicated. In this section, the Morrow aliens and the Earthlings appear mixed together in the same problem. However, even though the rhythm is quite simple, concentrate on pressing the A and B buttons with confidence. If you miss saving the spaceship crew member, female, even once, she will appear in the next problem. It is safe to rescue her early. Help us. No. 28. Spaceship crew, male. No. 29. Spaceship crew, female. The image also shows a sequence of button presses which can be changed. This page depicts Act.Z, dance. Commands 6 through 8 of left pointing arrow, right pointing arrow, right pointing arrow, A, are a little tricky to do in quick succession with the directional buttons. If you are holding the controller normally, you should try playing with the controller on your lap. See page 54. This stage has Morrow aliens that are small, so rely on their voices. Column. Hughes' utterances list. The loving comments that Hughes sends to Ulala on the scene actually have meanings. There are lines that you can only hear in certain reports, so be sure to check them out. Maureen says small. Hughes comments. Are you even a professional? Ulala. Don't be an amateur, Ulala. What are you doing, Ulala? Are you motivated, Ulala? Don't disappoint me, Ulala. Is this a slapstick strategy, you? What was that just now, Ulala? Don't let your guard down too much, Ulala. You can do it if you try, Ulala. You're getting the hang of it, Ulala. That was great, Ulala. Alright, good vibe. You did a great job, Ulala. That was great, Ulala. That was cool, Ulala. Dynamite is numbing. Ha geez, Ulala-chan is just something else. Ulala-chan, yahoo yahoo. Good good, so good. Ulala-chan, you're the best. Ulala-chan, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, 10 points, tilde. Tara, ra, hi-hoo. Ba-ra-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa, ooh-yahoo. Pa-pa-pa-ra-ra, ooh-yahoo. Perfect. Didn't you understand that just now? I wanted you to land that final pose. Hey tilde. Disgusted tone. The state of Ulala at that time. 1. When you couldn't rescue anyone in the dance mode immediately before. 2. When you couldn't get more than half of the questions right in the shooting mode immediately before. 1. When you could rescue someone in the dance mode immediately before. 2. When you got more than half of the questions right in the shooting mode immediately before. When the emotion level at the end of the act is 80% or higher, plus when you answer all questions correctly in the act immediately before. When the emotion level is 80% or higher, and you answer all the questions correctly. C. When you fail with even one of the key inputs. C. Use comments. RE. Nice shooting. Nice action. Beautiful shooting. Deluxe shooting. Great shooting. Miracle shooting. Amazing. Affected voice. Pay close attention to your opponent. Not at all, not right. Are you serious? The emotion level is dropping. Waist, swing your waist. Aim carefully. Do your best. Not working. Dumbfounded. Cora, what's wrong? Be more fierce. What's with that uncool move? Quote, ... Geez, aim properly. Yeah, tilde. That's the vibe. Good vibe. That's right. Good. Pretty good feel. The emotion level is rising. Warrington. Gutto gutto. Emotion. AHUPP. Somehow, it's great. Dynamite. Excellent. Ha. Wonderful. Muttering. That's it, I'm done. That's it, it's over. One more mistake and it's over. The state of ulala at that time. When you answered all key inputs correctly, when the emotion level is 80% or higher, and you answer all the key inputs correctly. Venakli. One more mistake and it's over. 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 When you answered more than half of the questions right in the act immediately before, plus you answered all the questions right before the break. When the emotion level is 80% or higher, and you answer more than half of the questions right in the act immediately before, plus you answered all the questions right before the break. When the emotion level during the break is 3% or lower, and you couldn't answer the question immediately before correctly. Kakera. When you can only make one more mistake before the break. Awa. This page shows a scene from Act 1, Shooting, in Space Channel 5. The image depicts a brightly colored, futuristic setting with red chairs and platforms. Several characters, including Ulala, are shown dancing or moving along a pink and blue striped pathway. Help us. The page then shows images of several characters: Space Nurse, Woman Black, Woman Yellow, Boy Red, and Man Blue. Here is the translation of the Japanese text on the page. Don't be distracted by the sweet smell wafting around. Be careful of the tricky A and B button combinations. Don't lose the dance battle with rival station reporter Jaguar. In the first stage, if you rescue Woman Black and then miss the second stage, then answer correctly in the third stage, Boy Red will appear in the fourth stage. If you miss rescuing Boy Red, Man Blue will appear in the fifth stage. If you answer all the questions correctly after that, you can rescue Space Nurse and Woman Yellow at the end. Tyrog. The button combination guide is as follows. This page depicts Act Point 2 and Act Point 3 dance levels from Space Channel 5, and it also showcases tips for the gameplay. Character profile shots include Space Supermodel, Space Grandma, Captain Space Pirate, Large, and Plasma Man. Act 2's dance level features a rhythmic challenge where players must hit the A button on the half beat. The Space Supermodel can only be rescued on the first try, so be cautious when facing the Space Grandma on the extra stages. The rhythm table is also present. Kiki. Act 3's dance level offers a slightly longer challenge, but it's easy to remember since it starts with the up command and gradually increases. Be careful not to get caught off guard by the change in the 8th round, where the 4-beat change is switched to a shorter problem. The rhythm table is also present. Column. How about an enchanting drink? The space hostess has an interesting personality that makes passengers' hearts flutter, and the drink she holds is the Hyperbolt specialty, Tequila Galaxy. Once you taste it, you'll be addicted to its rich aroma and strong alcohol. This page depicts a scene from Space Channel 5 inches, featuring Ulala and her dance team in what appears to be a large room. The text translates to, Act 1, Dance. Escape the ducts haunted by space mice and head to the dust room where green trash cans dance. What awaits you here is a long problem. Deal with it calmly. Warrington me. This problem is very long. Moreover, there are 15 beats filled with commands coming in. But the rhythm is simple, and most of it is on the beat, so just focus on pressing the buttons at the same tempo, and you'll be fine. Only the offbeat, A, on questions 5, 6 and 9, wait half a beat and be accurate. This page depicts Act.Z Shooting.Sinche. 3 Moro aliens and Chuji appear on top of the 3 trash cans. Visually confirm the direction of the command. However, be careful as there are many feints here. Even if you don't know the order in which they appear, it's okay to shoot from the character on the left. Be especially careful in the 6th question and don't panic and press the button. Hukrus. Help us. Number 18. Maintenance crew. Number 19. Maintenance crew. Muscle type. Number 20. Maintenance crew. Tall. Odori Bits secrets. The Space Nihonjin's destination is, these two are on a tour trip. It seems that they were on their way to a casino in Toki Galaxy Plateau when they encountered this incident and were late in escaping. The body shape wrapped in a spacesuit is roughly the same as that of a Japanese person 500 years ago, but the average height is 175 centimeters for adult men and 167 centimeters for adult women. By the way, the cameras of the two are the latest products from the Space Great Canon Temple. Equipped with special lenses, it boasts high sensitivity that allows you to see the Andromeda Nebula from Earth even during the day. But the price is very cheap, about 6 yen and 80 sen in terms of money value 500 years ago. And North during the space salaryman's wonderful wife. She is the wife of a space salaryman who keeps many space jellyfish, thinking that they are food. She is a natural type with a background. Sometimes she is a cooking school teacher. Leia, salaryman, spaceship captain's parents' home. Spen, who leads a huge luxury liner, the spaceship captain's parents' home, is on the planet Baikal. It seems that he runs a beer hall in his hometown. I get the impression that he has made a name for himself, but it is unclear whether it is thriving. Partiwa. Hard sexy man's awakening to sexiness. Partiwa. A hard sexy man who suddenly became aware of his sexiness at the age of 4. If you dare to read his preferences, he likes slender literary boys around the age of 17 for men, and women who are ripe to the fullest extent, and Dobermans of about 4 years old who are muscular and plain for dogs. It seems that he prefers such breeds. Kaneo. Kaneo. Legendary vocalist Space Obachan. Kaneo. The legendary band Space Obachan, to which she once belonged, the Canteens, was a dangerous band that fascinated people with its mysterious melody. Some say it was like a religious song, while others praised it as the whisper of an angel. Although the period of activity was only about 200 days, it became a legend as a space record. Her sales were over 80 trillion copies, and that record has not been broken to this day. Space Live mobilized as many as 600 million spectators. Fans were so excited that they temporarily went crazy. Her sister, who was in charge of drums, got tired of the band, and they easily disbanded. This page depicts Act 1 of the game Space Channel 5, and shows Ulala facing off against the Merolian. In the game scene, Ulala is standing on a platform facing a large, black, cylindrical structure with glowing lights. In the foreground are several smaller platforms with objects on them. The Help Us section shows headshots of 4 characters: Space Cadet Honey, Space Cadet Midori, Space Cadet TWNK-less, Tsuno, and Space Cadet Pink. The text on the page provides instructions for a shooting section, where players must hit the Merolians and save the Space Cadets by pressing the correct button at the right time. Players must pay attention to which target to shoot during the section. Jaw. The text translations. Jaw, Panorama, Observatory vs Merolians. Their tongue attacks get you fired up, and you can't help but stare. There are many problems, and the battle will be long, but let's enjoy the grand space opera like BGM and be elegant. Henyu. The image shows a breakdown of Act 2 and 3, as well as the enemy Merolian. Merolian-N heart is Mech Type 2. Merolian-N heart is 13 molo tall, and 178 molon in weight. She uses 8 tentacle attacks, and a tongue entanglement attack as her special attacks. She was dispatched for a cowardly but elegant strategy. She is cowardly in that she takes hostages with her elegant ballerina-like movements, but she's actually a good person. Act 2. Unlike Act 1, the distance to the boss is far, so be careful to distinguish between the Moro aliens and the Chu aliens. Be sure to see if there is a ring on them. Remember that when Chu is said once, press the B button. There are many problems that start after a half-beat, so be careful. Plulingo. Act 3. In this section, all the questions are asked only with the voice of Merolian-NA. There are many times when you have to press A, so first listen carefully to the number of times you have to press it. One idea is to close your eyes so that you don't get distracted at this time. Next, press firmly in time. Be careful not to push too hard and count carefully. Danny Borrington Norsa. Column. Space debris problem. Haze. The Hyperbolt spacecraft emits a large amount of debris because it travels long distances at high speed. But don't worry, the waste is collected in one place, supercompressed to about 2 centimeters square, then sent to Earth and disposed of. Honey. Perfect. Tarjanatane. Help me. Number 21. Space Channel News Station Teacher. Male. Greater than P. 105. This page depicts Ula standing in space near an asteroid. Ulastu. Ula is a reporter for Space Channel 5, and the main protagonist of the game. She is wearing her signature orange and white jumpsuit, with the number 5 on her chest, and her pink hair is styled in her iconic updo. The asteroid appears to have a blue liquid on the surface, and a green communication device is attached to it. A smaller inset image shows another view of a similar asteroid with blue liquid and the same green device. Report 3. Assault. Swarp, Battle Volume. We've discovered a Moro alien secret base in the asteroid belt. It seems that Moro aliens use their fearsome science to dig out and create a giant asteroid. Inside, there is a giant TV, and mysterious radio waves are filling the air. Lomatapati. Asteroid Belt. Moro alien secret base, a dangerous zone where giant asteroid groups block the way. The surface of a particularly giant asteroid, which has become a secret base, is covered with organic purple substances believed to be Moro's resources. This page shows a flowchart of a level in the game Space Channel 5, starting with the asteroid belt zone, which corresponds to page 84, then Base Passage 1, corresponding to page 85. Next is Base Center, which is a boss fight, corresponding to page 86. Finally, Base Passage 2 corresponds to page 87. Stage data. Normchi rate. 45% on the first lap. Extra stage, second lap and later. 70%. Target rescue number. 7 people. Estimated Moro aliens appearance number. 44 Moros. Report 3 total number of questions. 74 questions. This page depicts in the game Space Channel 5, a stage that is in the asteroid belt, where your spaceship floats in a field of asteroids. It seems unsafe, but you can shoot your way through. Rapidly pressing the A button is key, so press the button quickly and accurately. Act 1. Shooting. Act 2. Shooting. Our characters featured here are reporter Tachibana and 88-man Jorkis. The page also includes button command combination guides for Act 1 shooting and Act 2 shooting. Act 1. In this area, other reporters, Tachibana and 88-man, are mixed in with the asteroids. Kick them away with the same A button as the asteroids, so that they don't scoop you. Spread them out. In the 6th question, there are 2 places where you have to press A 4 times in between 2 beats. Be careful not to press it too much out of excitement and count carefully. Act 2. The 1st to 3rd questions have a lot of commands, and they come in with a fairly complex rhythm. For this reason, the short and simple rhythm questions from the 4th question onwards may feel like a feint. Don't get carried away with the rhythm of the beginning after the 4th question. If you get too carried away, you'll tend to overuse the rapid fire and fail. The characters featured are Space Pirate, male, and Space Pirate, female. This page depicts screenshots of the gameplay in Space Channel 5. The stage is Base Passage 1. The bizarre coloring and protruding objects that stretch out from here and there are meant to confuse intruders into the base. The shape of the problems has changed a bit, so don't be fooled and make careless mistakes. Act 1 is Dance. Pay attention to questions 3 and 4. There is no gap between the commands for the 3rd and 4th beat, so just keep pressing the 3 buttons. Right, down, down. In fact, the number of questions that will be asked here is less than the number of hearts. Even if you miss all the questions, you can still rescue Pudding, so feel free to get through it. Act 2 is Shooting. In this game, there is a rare downward shooting mode. The mole-bashing mecha pops its face out of the hole, and the direction and number of faces that pop out become the command. When Urala is up, they all disappear into their holes at once. You cannot check the direction and number of appearances on the screen when answering, so memorize them well with your ears when they appear. There is a guide to the dance and shooting sections, with combinations of button presses and direction commands for each action. The image shows a page with information and images of the character Morolian in the game Space Channel 5. One image shows a conga line version of the Morolian characters, and the lower part shows the individual Morolian characters. Boringtoni, base area. Boringtoni versus Boringtoni. Boringtoni versus Boringtoni. Boringtoni versus Boringtoni versus Boringtoni Foringtoni Morolian. Gamagi Yuk. Emerging from a giant TV are the twin Mecha Morolian and Monroe, Morolian and Monroe, with lots of command inputs and complex rhythms. This is the stage. The highlight is Jaguar's assistance, Invasion, Dance Mecha. Number 3. Morolian, Monroe, Morolian and Monroe. Height, 018 Moros, Morolian, 018.5 Moros, Monroe. Weight, 09, Morons, Morolian, 095 Morons, Monroe. Special moves, Ghost Beam, Monitor Bullet. Warrington, they can transform into 3 stages. They have various attack patterns, such as Monitor Bullet, in which they split into 2, and attack with monitor images. This page depicts hints and tips for the game Space Channel 5. Act 1. For the 5th question of Act 1, if you wait for Ulala's voice, your input will be delayed. Try pressing the buttons at your own pace. Act 2. In Act 2, the boss's body stretches in the direction of the dance. When it's Ulala's turn, her body shrinks as much as it stretches, so it's easy to follow the lines afterward. Just pay attention to the timing of the chew. Act 3 and 4. Look at the pattern and direction on the monitor, and press the A and B buttons. Here, the images that come out in the same direction are lined up vertically, so press the buttons in order from the top. Don't be distracted by the boss's movements, just focus on the monitor. Hasman. Bass Passage 2. Act 1. The tempo of the song is fast, and the questions become shorter and shorter after the 5th question. It seems like it will be a desperate escape. The 2 beat changes start from the 5th to 12th questions. If you make a mistake in the questions, you might lose your rhythm. Don't miss Morolian people who are mixed in with the explosions. Warrington. This page also shows the button combinations for the different acts. The page also features the character Taikoman Warning Gorkis. The image shows Ula holding a microphone with the Space Channel 5 logo, with a space station in the background. Report 4. The galaxy's biggest evil exposed. The Moro aliens' base was filled with brainwashing broadcasts. Apparently, the Moro aliens were also being manipulated by someone. A shocking truth awaited Ulala and her friends as they crossed the galaxy in pursuit of the source of those radio waves. Space Channel 5 Station. The official name is Space Broadcasting Station Number 05, Company, Limited. This long-established general space broadcasting station employs 1,234 people. It used to be a popular broadcasting station, but is now in decline, with no hit programs or scoops. This page depicts a stage select menu, showing some of the locations that Ulala will be visiting as the game progresses. The top image shows the location named the Heavy Machinery Room Corridor. The second image shows an unidentified room corridor. The next location is called the Studio. The 4th image shows the Control Room, TAR. The next to last image shows the Main Antenna Room, TAR. The final area is where Ula faces the boss Frank, TAR. Stage data. Norma Churitsu. 70% on the first lap, 70% after the extra stage, second lap. Target rescue number. 16 people. Estimated Moro aliens appearance number. 104. Moro Gingu. Report 4. Total number of questions. 111 questions. This page depicts Act 1. Shooting, set in the Heavy Machinery Room corridor. The image shows a gameplay scene with Ulala, the main character, in the foreground. She is facing several Morolians, the alien antagonists, who are standing in front of a large, glowing screen. Featured is a Help Us section that displays 6 different colored Morolians: purple, red, green, blue, yellow and pink. The page contains a series of commands to help the player. Here is the translation of the text. Heavy Machinery Room Corridor. Now, to the heart of the incident. The security system inside the station is activated, and intruder-repelling cannons are standing by. First, let's unravel the brainwashing of the Morolians with a deluxe button beam. Activated. There are no tricky commands for any problem, so the rhythm is quite easy to pick up. To rescue all 4, report 4 characters as quickly as possible. Aim for a shooting rate of 8,889%. By the time you complete this act in extra mode, it should be good. This page depicts Act 2. Dance, PA. There's a view of the game screen, with Ulala and other characters dancing in a futuristic setting. We also see portraits of Space Michael and a Channel 5 security robot. The game interface displays Ulala's chore rate as 100%. Another game screenshot shows Michael Jackson from Michael Jackson's Moonwalker column. Interesting guy Space Michael. Even events from 500 years ago were turned into a game. Space Michael, currently a reporter for Space Channel 5, is a cool guy. About 500 years ago, there was a major crisis threatening the Earth's destruction. It is said that his dance saved the world at that time. This event, which occurred around 1990, was even turned into a game. Behind the scenes of Michael Jackson's appearance. When the Sega staff showed Michael Jackson the demo of Space Channel 5, he liked it so much that he said, "I want to be in this game too." This led to Space Michael's appearance. Since the game development was already in its final stages, he only played a minor role, but Michael readily agreed. He enthusiastically recorded lines like, and thank you Ulala. Later, Michael sent a signed autograph to Sega R&D9, with the comment, I love the game. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. Sega Enterprises. Mega Drive. Released August 25, 1990. Price. 6,800 yen. In this action game, Michael uses his elegant dance moves to defeat approaching enemies. When Michael performs a dance step, the enemies start dancing and fall, freeing the children. Bubbles the chimpanzee, his pet, also makes an appearance. By the way, it seems that a movie of the same name was also produced. Freeing August. There's a table that summarizes the button and directional combinations needed to finish the game. The sixth dance is slow and has a tricky rhythm. Focus on the first, third and fifth beats, and try to input the commands. After finishing the extra stage, Act 1 is complete. If the chore rate drops below 89%, a Channel 5 security robot appears at the security gate. Try to quickly raise the chore rate back above 90% to proceed to the next recording studio. The image shows a scene from Space Channel 5 in what is called the control room and a gameplay segment featuring Ulala and some Marolians dancing. Dias. Control room. The Marolians will come out to pester you on this wonderful stage. Free them from one end to the other. There are many button mashing sequences, so try to devise a way to hold the controller that won't tire your fingers. Act 1. Dance. The Marolians are hiding in the darkness, making it a little hard to see the dance. But since the commands are short, the voice alone should be enough. The button used here is mostly the A button, so the most important thing to watch out for is the timing. This act will test whether you can copy the rhythm accurately, including tricky backbeats. The page shows a list of button combinations to execute in the game. There is also a section that offers hints on gameplay. The character Keyboard Gal is featured in the section. The image shows information about Act 2 shooting from Space Channel 5 Part 2, and it features two characters, Leader Morrow and Boss Morrow. Here is guidance for those aiming for a Zukan 100% rating, including recommended routes and rescue points. Column. This stage does not change even if you make mistakes. The number of times you press the A button increases each time you chase a problem, based on the first problem. Concentrate on the speed and number of times you press the A button, as the Morrow aliens do not appear, and the input timing is the same. Be careful not to press it too much. Be sure to count carefully. For rescuing all the characters, you have to carefully consider the stages and characters that Urala will visit. The recommended route is listed below, and you should proceed while controlling the situation. First, adjust the situation to around 85% in 6, and head to the third round. If you go to 7, lower it to around 75%, and proceed to 8 as is. By the end of 8, raise it to around 90%, and prepare for the 9th recording studio route. If you can rescue everything perfectly, it should be 100% without fail. By the way, women, boys and men are often missed, so please check the right places. Women, boys and men tend to appear in the areas in Report 1. Lobby 1 F Act 1, Lobby 2 F Act 2 and Act 3. Report 2, Buffet Act 1, Duck Dust Room Act 2. Report 4, Recording Studio Act 1 and Act 2. Recommended routes and target rescue numbers. This section outlines the order to clear stages, report names, norm situation, stage branching conditions, target situation, the number of people rescued, the total number of people, and the achievement rate. This page depicts a scene from Space Channel 5 inches showing Ula and two other characters under bright lights, with a stage setting featuring stylized numbers. In the lower left corner, there is a screen showing the gameplay. The bottom of the page features the in-game appearance of newscasters Jaguar and White. There is also a grid showing a sequence of buttons to press. ACT.1 Shooting. If you have been rescuing Earthlings smoothly up to this point, then the only important thing here is rescuing the newscasters. Where are the two newscasters? Why? It's okay to make mistakes, because they will always appear at the final question. Because of the bright lighting of the set, it can be difficult to see the appearance of the Marolians, so rely on their voices. Help us! No. 35. Newscaster. Male. Greater than P.108. No. 36. Newscaster. Female. Greater than P.108. The set changes to various types in an instant. The contrasts between light and dark are intense, and it is hard to tell the difference between Marolians and Earthlings in shooting mode. I feel like I am leaning forward more than usual. The image shows gameplay footage of Space Channel 5. The page is divided into two sections, Act.2 Shooting and Act.3 Dance, and features Ulala, Channel 5 receptionist, and Channel 5 staff. The page offers helpful tips and provides button combinations to help progress through the levels. Act.2 Shooting. The distance to the set is short, due to the dark lighting, and it's quite difficult to distinguish between the Earthlings and the Morrow aliens. Fortunately, the Morrow aliens' beam guns are clearly visible, so use the shining A button, and otherwise use the B button. Channel 5 staff will appear between the first and second musical bars, but if you miss them, they will appear on the third. Act.3 Dance. On the 9th musical bar, you may be seduced by the Morrow aliens dancing, and perceive the interval between the second beat, down, and the fourth beat, up, as being shorter than it actually is. On the 10th musical bar, be careful not to wait too long between the second beat, down, and the fourth beat, down. There are many complex problems with the up, down, left and right directions intertwined, so if worst comes to worst, confirm the commands on this score. Column. Ula's amazing report. Column. If you fail the final shooting sequence in Report 4, the antenna collapses and the program is cut off. At that time, Ula's line and expression of, "No way," are rumored to be the cutest ever. A must-see. The image shows Space Channel 5, Part 2 gameplay featuring a dance battle between Ulala and a character named Iblala, in a stage with other dancers in the background. Iblala is described as having the same height and weight as Ulala, and her special move is dancing the same dances as Ulala. She is also known as Perfect Reporter, and created from Morolian technology and stolen data to boost ratings. .jt, 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 .jt. The key to winning Act 1 is taking your time, especially on questions 9 and 10. Count out loud and carefully. In Act 2, all of your hits will be on the backbeat, so don't panic and press the buttons too fast. Make sure you hit the half-beat Ju in front of you. EU. Act 2. The page shows a chart for Act 1 and Act 2, featuring button combinations and arrow keys. GI. The image shows Giant Evila, a large orange robot shaped somewhat like a bowling pin, wearing shoes and a black headdress. 3 piranha-like robots with green heads and yellow bodies are flying nearby. Below this is a scene from the game with Ulala in it. Giant Evila. Height. 164.8 Morrow, estimated. Weight. 10,300 Moron, estimated. Special attack. Missile attack. It is the fake Ulala mecha, number 2. The Morrow aliens created it as they wished. It is operated by blank as a giant, beloved mecha, Estimecha. Here, all of Ulala's answers are the opposite of what they should be. In other words, you must enter the opposite direction of Giant Evila's movements and sounds, and then press the A button. In Act 1, the number of hearts exceeds the number of questions, so first get used to the rules here. However, the rules are irregular. Dar bar 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 bar. The rhythm and commands themselves are quite simple. In Act 3, the fourth question is a little difficult to get the rhythm, because the BGM stops. If so, try humming the questions. By the way, the score is the command that Ula enters, so it will be fine if you follow the score. All scores are commands entered by Ulala. Below are charts indicating the correct button combinations needed for Acts 14 of the game. This page depicts a scene from Space Channel 5, showing Ula standing on a platform in a psychedelic setting, with floating land masses and a spacey background. Act 1. The page explains that the brainwashing broadcast mecha of blank has finally appeared. When it transforms, it attacks Ulala with an exhilarating and bold dance. Everyone must combine their strength to defeat the greatest evil in the galaxy. Ingla. Axe Ingla. The page details a series of moves. On the monitors appearing above, below, left and right of blank, images of blank and Ula's faces appear. If it's blank, attack with the A button beam, and if it's Ula's failure, attack with the B button beam. At the last 11th command, the space in the command is slightly tricky, so stay calm and wait for 1.5 beats. Warrior. The image shows Act 2 of Space Channel 5 Part 2, featuring the character of Blank TV Do. Blank TV is depicted in both his monitor form and human form, showing his transformation. In monitor form, he is 37 meters tall, and in human form he is 58 meters tall. His weight in both forms is 8,350 kilograms, with his special moves being brainwashing beams and TV space. He creates a mysterious space, called TV space, and attacks with 60 times the normal power, and he can transform from his monitor form to his human form. There is also a list of button combinations for the last shooting sequence in the game, showing the sequence of directional inputs and A button presses to defeat blank TVD. The last shooting sequence says that people who have been danced at, reporters who have been used as tools, and Moro aliens all gather dance energy at the antenna, just like the previous Kime shooting. Press the A button 3 times while saying choo, choo choo, and finish with a flourish. Column. Blank's last cry. Blank's TV's line when defeated is, "See you next week tilde," on the first playthrough, but in the extra stage he says, "Remember this tilde, did you notice?" Blank was hinting at the existence of the extra stage after this. Just kidding. This page depicts the ending sequence from Space Channel 5. Ending. The person manipulating the Moro aliens and causing the incidents was Planck, the director of Space Channel 5. This whole commotion was a setup intentionally caused by Planck to gain viewership. After the fierce battle, Jaguar gently reaches out to Ulala, who has been thrown into space. At that moment she remembers a scene from her childhood. That's right, there was someone who saved her even 10 years ago. Jaguar's words give Ulala courage and hope again. You're not alone. And with the passionate dance energy that everyone gathered for Ulala, Planck TV flew away into the depths of space. Moyaka. Norse alone. Warrington Norse alone. Norse alone. Warrington Norse alone. Warrington Norse alone. The long report has ended. Ulala's reporter debut program achieved an unprecedented 100% viewer rating. The director's cheerful voice echoed throughout the galaxy. You were the best in the galaxy, Ulala. The image shows a character catalog from Space Channel 5, featuring many characters from the game in a grid format. Daratige Ozuke. This page provides the following information. Daratige, page viewpoint, number 001, Prin. Prin is a reporter for Channel 42 and a former idol. She is 19 years old with blood type AB. She is fiercely competitive and hates to lose. She burns with a rivalry towards Ula more than necessary. She appears with her bodyguards and messes with Ula during her reports. She has been a reporter for 4 years. Location, Report 1. Control Tower, Act 2. Report 3. Base Passage 1, Act 1. The character names and profiles are listed from the top. The appearance conditions indicate which report the character appears in the game. The E-links mark within the condition means that the character will appear if you get a question wrong in that location. The image shows the main characters. The shining stars with sparkling personalities have gathered. Ulala is registered from the beginning, Prin and Jaguar registered after clearing Report 3, and Blank is registered after clearing Report 4. N0.000 Ulala. She is a reporter for Channel 5. She is in her 2nd year with the company. Born on May 30, 22 years old, Type B. She is not yet fully aware of her direction as a reporter, but someday she hopes to become the #1 reporter in the galaxy. Appearance location. N0.001. Prin. Aini. She is a reporter for Channel 42. She is a former idol, 19 years old, AB type. She is intensely two-faced and hates to lose. She burns her sense of rivalry against Ulala more than necessary. She appears with her bodyguards and teases Ulala during her reports. She has been a reporter for 4 years. Prin. Appearance location. Warrington Megan. Report 1. Control Tower Act 2. Report 3. Base Path 1 Act 1. N0.002. Jaguar. He is a reporter for the Space Pirate Broadcasting Station. 35 years old. He is a dangerous man who will do anything to get to the truth. He appears and disappears without warning, and reports guerrilla style from all over the galaxy. His background is unknown. There are rumors that he had some kind of relationship with Channel 5. Appearance location. Report 2. Buffett Act 3. Report 3. Asteroid Zone Act 2. Base Center Act 3. Act 4. N0.003. Blank. Rongu. He is the director of Channel 5. He says that the ultimate pleasure is increasing viewership, and that it is his life. There are constant dark rumors about him. He is in a position to freely manipulate the station's broadcasting system. He is an ambitious and aspiring person. Appearance location. Report 4. N0.004. Space Michael, Jekyll. He is a superstar who shakes the galaxy, and a super dancer who transcends time and space. 500 years ago, his dancing energy saved Earth from extinction, which is too famous. He is currently contracted as a reporter for Channel 5. Appearance location. Report 4. Executive Room / Corridor Act 2. Week 1, or 90%, or more viewership after the extra stage. The image shows several characters from Space Channel 5 working at a spaceport. Spaceport. Chisi. There are the Chikyujin, who are kind citizens who were made to dance by the Moro aliens. Workers and other people can be found in various locations, like those who work as woman, boy, or man types. There are spaceport workers who smoothly launch spaceships. They have tough, reliable physiques, and the sight of their skin is impressive. They are known as the first victims of the mysterious aliens, an honorable but unenviable role. They can be found in Report 1 in the Control Tower and Baggage Handling Room, Act 1 Haiti. There are spaceport workers that focus on physical strength. These are a group of Hercules types who work to ensure the smooth launch of spaceships. During breaks, they sing and dance lightly and cheerfully. They have very clean teeth, and their smiles shine brightly. They can be found in Report 1 in the Control Tower and Baggage Handling Room, Act 1. There are spaceport workers, tall. These men perform the operations necessary to smoothly launch spaceships. They are all selected players from the Space Business Group basketball team, and are quite famous. Many tourists take pictures of them while they work. They can be found in Report 1 in the Control Tower and Baggage Handling Room, Act 1. There are space waitresses, beautiful waitresses who work in the spaceship buffet. Their hobby is to provide a slightly risque service, which is very popular with both men and women. Getting this job requires passing a highly competitive exam. They can be found in Report 2 in the buffet, Act 1, Ortia. And finally, there are the information girls, the oasis of the spaceport. They offer smiles and kind words to passengers who are lost and confused in the large airport facility, to help them. These young information girls are charming, but are often wrong, so be careful. They can be found in Report 1 in the Lobby 1F, Act 1. This page depicts several characters from the Space Channel 5 game. JA, N0.010, boarding staff. These are the people who work at the spaceship boarding counter. They secretly enjoy being surprised by the gap between the age estimated from the appearance of the passengers and their actual age written on their space passports. Location. Report 1, Lobby 2F, Act 2, Joins. N0.01, Pilot, Joy. These are the space aces who are in charge of piloting Galaxy Airline spaceships. Their stiff tone and atmosphere, which they picked up during their rigorous training, are softened by their pink uniforms. A common habit is that they unintentionally salute. Location. Report 1, Lobby 2F, Act 1 Ax. N0.012, middle-aged woman. She may look like someone you would call auntie, with a definite article. But she is actually a space Secret Service sexologist. She teaches her country's spies the highest level techniques that are useful for espionage activities in enemy countries. Location. Report 1, Lobby 2F, Act 2. N0.013, Midori woman. Dolphio. A space actress on her way to a location. Despite being quite old, she maintains her youthfulness through diet, breathing, and health methods. Her bathing scene, known as Eternal Flesh, still earns high ratings. She is the object of admiration for middle-aged men. Location. Report 1, Lobby 2F, Act 1, Act 2. No.014. Purge's bodyguards. These are the boys who have been devoted to Channel 42 reporter Purge, since she was an idol a long time ago. They are officially recognized by the station, and when Purge reports, they always solidify their position as backup dancers. Location. Report 1, Control Tower, Act 3. No.015, Space Pirate, Big Man. These are the low-voiced men who are members of the Space Pirate channel and seek freedom and truth. They sing Jaguar musical note behind Jaguar when he appears, and are entrusted with a very important role. Apparently, they graduated from the vocal music department of a music college. Location. Report 2, Buffett, Act 3. Report 3, Asteroid Belt Zone, Act 2. The image shows character profiles and location information from the game. This page depicts No.016, Space Pirate, male. A lively man who works for the Space Pirate Channel and seeks freedom and truth. He rides a space pirate board and speeds through space like lightning. He doesn't swear allegiance to Jaguar, but purely admires him as an older brother. Location: Report 3. Asteroid Belt Zone, Act 2. No.017, Space Pirate, female. A member of the Space Pirate Channel. She usually operates the Space Pirate broadcast ship Bad Tuning. Whenever Jaguar is in trouble, she rushes to the front lines to support him. She also plays a role in the chorus team, making her a reliable woman. Location: Report 3. Asteroid Belt Zone, Act 2. No.018, Maintenance Crew. A maintenance crew member aboard the space luxury liner Hyperbolt. They are an indomitable group who have won the team championship at the 42nd Annual Galaxy Maintenance Contest. Their catchphrase is, "We will maintain your lady's machine too." Location: Report 2. Dust Room, Act 2. No.019, Maintenance Crew. Physical type: a maintenance crew member aboard the space luxury liner Hyperbolt. They are obsessed with maintenance to the point of fanaticism, guaranteeing the safety of passengers. There is a sticker on the supply box that says, "No modifications." Location: Report 2. Dust Room, Act 2. No.020, Maintenance Crew. Tall. A maintenance crew member aboard the space luxury liner Hyperbolt. Their hobby is space bamboo dance, which they enjoy using space metal pipes. You can often see them working while shouting, "Bamboo! Bamboo!" Location: Report 2. Dust Room, Act 2. No.021, Space Homeroom Teacher, male. He is good at panicking. He may have been spoiled by his mother as a mama's boy. He gives off a feeling of unreliability. He is in the middle of taking his students on a space excursion. Location: Report 2. Panorama Observatory, Act 3. This page depicts several Space Channel 5 characters and their descriptions. Number 022, Space Elementary School Student, red dress. This is a Space Elementary School student who is a space scholarship student. She has excellent grades and wants to become a galaxy programmer in the future. She secretly likes her classmate, Tsunokun. Number 023, Space Elementary School Student, Midori. She is seriously searching for the legendary dragon that is said to be somewhere in space. Even on this space excursion, she was looking for the shadow of the dragon, with her eyes wide open from the observation deck. I hope she meets him someday. Gyaschu. Number 024, Space Elementary School Student, Tsuno Deutang. He loves wontons, a phantom food that has been around since the Edo period. Although he is an elementary school student, he is picky about fashion, and always has his prized Tsuno haircut at the Galaxy Hair Salon Charisma. He is a cheeky boy who is a class representative. Number 025, Space Elementary School Student, Pink. She has a cute face and loves adventure. Little does she know that she will be helped by Ulala this time. She is thinking, "I want to be a space reporter, a job that sounds adventurous. Should I become one?" Her pet is a space iguana. Number 026, Red and Blue Striped Woman. She was caught up in this incident while waiting for her friends at Lobby 2F to go to the Cancer Nebula on a high school graduation trip. Despite her flashy clothes, her presence seems to be weak, and her friends she was supposed to meet didn't notice her. Number 027, Stewardess. This is a Space International Flight Stewardess for Infinity Line. The pink uniform is very popular with travelers. Her husband, a game producer, often says things like, "My job is playing." Her worry is that he doesn't come home often. But she is happy. Regarding where to encounter these characters. Fitine. The first 4 characters are found at Report 2, Panorama Observatory Act 2. The red and blue striped woman can be found at Report 1, Lobby 1 F Act 2, and Lobby 2 F Act 1, Kia. The stewardess can be found at Report 1, Lobby 2 F Act 1. This page depicts several character profiles from the game Space Channel 5. First, there's the male spaceship crew member, who serves on the Hyperbolt, and is well informed about various planets as he flies around space. He appears in Report 2, in the cockpit during Act 1 and Act 2. Next is the female spaceship crew member, also serving on the Hyperbolt, mainly as an operator. She is typically a young woman in her early 20s, and the cockpit is filled with her chatter and laughter. She appears in Report 2, in the cockpit during Act 2, starting from the extra stage. Then there's the reporter Tachibana, a Channel 01 reporter whose real name is Tachibana Shinichiro. He is known for his sensitivity and diligence, a veteran who rides a magic carpet-type spaceship. He appears in Report 3, in the asteroid belt area during Act 1. Following is the Reporter 88 Man, a state-of-the-art reporter robot belonging to Channel 88, equipped with super AI. Made of steel to report from any location, he seems to understand emotions despite being a machine. He rides an unusual paddle wheel-type spaceship and appears in Report 3, in the asteroid belt area during Act 1. The Midori Boy is a slightly precocious and stylish young man who strongly admires older women and shows no interest in those his age. His love target is 2,429 years old. He appears in Report 1, Lobby 1F, during Act 2. Finally, there is the Channel 5 receptionist, who always has a lovely smile and is very talented. She is exhausted from dealing with the many visitors every day, and has quite a few fans within the station. She appears in Report 4, in the recording studio during Act 2. The image shows character profiles from a video game. The characters are cartoonish and have a space-age aesthetic. They are Channel 5 staff, newscasters, space designers, and space priestesses. NO.034. Channel 5 staff. Korea. We are working hard to create a fun new program, but we are having a hard time because we are not getting enough viewer ratings. I think we should have Ulahala do her best. Please wait a little longer. I'm also on the screen. Non sir. Location. Report 4. Recording studio act. 2 times. NO.035. Newscaster. Male. SUSUKI is the newscaster for Channel 5's flagship news program. He belongs to the announcer department's general news team. He and Ulala are from the same class and sometimes hang out together. He is the eldest son of an artistic family. His family home is a space photography museum. Location. Report 4. Recording studio act. 1. No.036. Newscaster. Female. VALALA is the newscaster for Channel 5's flagship news program. She belongs to the announcer department's general news team. Because their names are similar, Ulala often receives emails addressed to her by mistake. She is a female announcer who built an era in the past. Location. Report 4. Recording studio act. 1. Yeno.037. Woman black. A space mode designer. A woman traveling through the galaxy in search of new fabrics. Her sharp aesthetic sense is feared as the eye of ice. She always wears sunglasses for camouflage. Pakwa. Location. Report 1. Lobby 2 F Act. 2. Report 2. Buffet Act. 1. Dust Room Act. 2. Report 4. Recording Studio Act. 1. Act. 2. NO.038. Woman white. A newlywed housewife who loves her husband very much. Her hobbies are cooking and shopping. Recently, she has become interested in making sweets, so she has gained weight. She is on a diet. Location. Report 1. Lobby 1. F Act. 2 1. Lobby 2 F Act. 1. Report 2. Buffet Act. 1. Dust Room Act. 2 1. Report 4. Recording Studio Act. 1. Recording Studio Act. 1. Recording Studio Act. 1. NO.039. Woman Blue. 1 Outward. A space shrine maiden. It is said that she has been communicating with cosmic psychic powers through ascetic training since she was a child. She makes a living as a fortune teller. She also claims to be able to do space mediumship, but the truth is uncertain. Location. Report 1. Lobby 1 F Act. 2. Lobby 2 F Act. 2. Report 2. Dust Room Act. 2. Report 4. Recording Studio Act. 1. Act 2. The image shows character profiles from Space Channel 5. Woman Pink. A dancer working at a space night cabaret. She has a sharp tongue but a kind heart, secretly taking care of stray dogs. She contemplates embarking on a journey in search of true love. Woman Light Blue. A cool and beautiful space assassin known as K, who operates in the shadows. Her affiliations and background remain a mystery. She always wears light blue, and her enigmatic nature has earned her the title of Secret Lady. Woman in Red. A clerk at Spacey the Hippie, a shop specializing in space hippie items. Her hobby is meditation, and she constantly chews herb-flavored gum due to her aversion to smoking. Woman Yellow. The leader of Team Pheromone, and owner of the space bar Honeypod, a hub for pheromone broadcasts throughout the galaxy. Her beauty and charm are legendary, attracting numerous devoted followers. Boy Yellow. One of the 25 children born to an infertile couple through advanced space technology. He is currently an energetic 8-year-old, causing some trouble for his mother. Boy Blue. A student at a prestigious space academy, striving to become a future leader of the galaxy. He studies diligently away from his parents. Be wary of his lonely smile, as it can lead to trouble. Appearance locations. Report 1. Lobby 1F, Act 2. Report 2. Buffett, Act 1/Duck Room, Act 2. Report 4. Recording Studio, Act 1, Act 2. This page depicts character information from the game. Number 046, Boy Red. A habitual runaway, Boy Red loves kind older sisters and always gets lost to get their attention. He's clumsy, often bumping into things and falling down, and is quite the spoiled child. Appearance locations. Report 1. Lobby 2F, Act 1, Act 2, X. Report 2. Buffett, Act 1, X. Report 4. Recording Studio, Act 1X, Act 2, X. Number 047, Man Purple. A space rhythmic gymnast. He won the Space Ultra C at the All-Galaxy tournament for the first time and won the championship 4 years ago. He is currently retired due to a knee injury and is walking the path as a coach. It seems he is secretly aiming for a comeback at next year's tournament. Appearance locations. Report 1. Lobby 1F Act 2. The Lobby 2F Act 1X. Report 2. Buffett Act 1X. The Dust Room Act 2X. Report 4. Recording Studio Act 2, X Oritz. Number 048, Man Blue. With his sweet mask and skillful speaking skills, he captivates the women of the galaxy, a space marriage swindler. Although he has no arrest record yet, he is a little dangerous, so be careful. Appearance locations. Report 1. Lobby 1, F Act 2X. Lobby 2, F Act 2X. Report 2. Buffett Act 1, X. Dust Room, Act 2X. Report 4. Recording Studio, Act 1X, Act 2X. Number 049, Man Green. Now, he is a staff member of a super popular space club in the galaxy. His inhuman appearance and the unhealthy state of being, which makes you wonder what kind of nutrition he is getting, create a unique atmosphere. He hates sunlight. Appearance locations. Report 1. Lobby 1 F Act 2X. Lobby 2 F Act 2X. Report 2. Buffett Act 1X. Dust Room Act 2X. Report 4. Recording Studio Act 1, Act 2X. Number 050, Manwi. A space cosmetics salesman. Do not carry extra items other than product samples. His sales smile talk is very popular, with young wives and high-ranking women, and his sales are the top in the North Galaxy sales area. He is about to get married to the daughter of an old family. Appearance locations. Report 1. Lobby 1 F Act 1. Report 2. Buffett Act 1X. Dust Room Act 2X. Report 4. Recording Studio Act 1X, Act 2X. This page depicts character profiles and locations for the game Space Channel 5. Odorivet, a group of people who help and show off original dances. Their soulful dance is worth seeing. They are forced to dance in dance mode, but it is impossible to rescue them unless Ulala's heart is recovered. Number 051, Space Dog, a member of the New Dog faction, who is suspicious of being subordinate to humans. However, he likes to get boiled tomatoes after being skinned, and likes to be stroked behind the neck. That's where his heart is conflicted. There are many dog brothers. Appears in Report 1, Baggage Claim Room, Act 3. Number 052, Space Rescue Police. Members of the organization that oversees the entire galaxy and serves as both police and fire departments. They are a group that is not very useful, but their unadorned helmets and colored goggles hide beautiful faces, so their reputation among the public is not bad at all. Appears in Report 1, Control Tower, Act 1 and 2, and Report 2, Dust Room, Act 1. Number 053, Space Nihonjin, a tourist who loves to take pictures. People who prioritize burning the scenery they encounter on their travels onto film rather than their hearts. They never take off their airtight suits because they are shy. They use a camera with a flash. Appears in Report 1, Lobby 1F, Act 3. Okay. Number 054, Space Granny. She was the guitarist and vocalist for the legendary band Scanty Tights. She is still energetic and dances all night with space hippies. Her daughter-in-law always tells her, "Please don't play with those people and don't be reckless." Appears in Report 2, Buffett Act 2, after extra stage. Number 055. Spaceship Captain. The captain of the Dream Space luxury liner Hyperbolt. He is the captain of the Hyperbolt, a Dream Space luxury liner. His dignified gestures and lightning-fast reflexes have earned him the great trust of his crew. The phrase he secretly likes is, "I miss everything." Appears in Report 2, Cockpit, Act 2. This page depicts several characters from Space Channel 5, with character profiles including the Space Salaryman, Space Kung Fu Man, Channel 5 Guard Robot, Space Supermodel, and Hard Sexy Man. N0.056, Space Salaryman. He is an agent of a giant corporation that deals with everything in the world. He flies around the galaxy, sometimes wondering, is time chasing me, or am I chasing time? He mutters to himself, and he loves his wife. Appearances. Report 1, Lobby 1F Act 2, X, Lobby 2F Act 3, viewership 89% or less. E. Facey. E. Forrington North Ball, Baile, 5'7", Space Kung Fu Man, an actor and former martial artist. With his elegant dance moves, he defeats many challengers with his signature, shooting star kick. He is currently active mainly in action movies, and is also a regular on many cooking shows, making him an idol for housewives. Appearances. Report 4, Recording Studio Act 3, Nidal for Housewife, Nidal 5'8", Channel 5 Guard Robot, a super robot with 1 million horsepower that watches over the station. Normally, it floats only with its head and patrols the station. In an emergency, it combines with the torso stored in various places and quickly deals with the situation. Appearances. Report 4, Executive Room to Corridor Act 2, after extra stage, viewership 89% or less. 8. 8 Ain Anno. .059. Space Supermodel, a super popular model who has been continuously appearing in Space Collection, Space Call, for the past 15 years. She transcends generations and continues to shine. Because she doesn't show any signs of aging, there are rumors that she might be an android. She prefers girls over boys. Appearances. Report 2, Buffett Act 2, first week. No. 060. Hard Sexy Man. The sexiest man in the galaxy, KEN. A dazzling body, a world of purple. No earthling can resist his double appeal attack with his sun-hot gaze and honey-sweet breath. They will all fall in love. That's how sexy he is. Appearances. Report 1, Lobby 2F Act 3. Viewership 90% or more. The next page depicts 4 characters from Space Channel 5, Part 2. First is Gakibito, a generic music-loving character. Next is Guitarman, a member of the Purge Defense Force. Darku. Next is Brassman, a space pirate. Darku. Finally, there is Keyboard Gal, a musical prodigy. Darku. Gakibito. Darku. If you help them, they will be happy to play their favorite instrument. The background music in the moving scene will be even more exciting. Like Odoribito, almost everyone is dancing in dance mode, so rescue them before they lose their hearts. No. 061. Guitarman. Satakra. He strums his space guitar, a musical instrument Bito UN. He is one of the Puring Guards. His miraculous melody shakes the souls of people. In reality, he wants to grow his hair out, but Purin hates long hair, so he doesn't do it. Gyagyan. Location. Report 1, Control Tower, Act 3. No.062. Brassman. Kogao. He blows his space saxophone. He's also one of the space pirates. When he starts playing, various space animals gather. Secretly, he's making his debut from a major label. Location. Report 2, Buffett, Act 3. Gavrigao. No.063. Taikaman. He was deeply impressed by the drums of the planet Earth and became a captive of them. He is an alien, an instrument Moro. He practices diligently every day. He beats the drums with great force. He is not an ancient man, so caution is required. Location. Report 3, Base Passage 2, Act 1. No.064. Keyboard Gal. A musical instrument Bitu that plays and sparkles with a wonderful melody on an organ-toned shoulder keyboard. In reality, she is a genius girl keyboardist who came to Channel 5 to appear on a special music program and was caught up in the incident. Location. Report 4, Control Room, Act 1. The image shows the Moro Seijin aliens from Space Channel 5, including their English names: Puru Moro, Let Moro, Gri Moro, Pa Moro, and Ye Moro. Moro Seijin. The Moro aliens appear in all reports, but can only be rescued in Report 4. When Ulala's light gun fires a button beam, the Moro aliens are freed from their brainwashing and become allies. No. 065. Pa Moro, purple. He is spiritual. He spaces out when he sees things floating in the air, and has an unusual interest in balloons. He seems to be the only Moro alien with precognitive abilities, but his friends don't really believe him. He's softly and gently a bit risque. Appearances. Report 4, Heavy Staff Room / Corridor Act 1. Control Room Act 2. Recording Studio Act 1, Act 2. No. 066. Let Moro, red. He's easily angered and hasty. He unexpectedly loves small animals, and he even brought home a space rat he found in the duct of a spaceship to keep as a pet. But he's a little sad because it doesn't really warm up to him. He's somehow a bit risque. Akis. Appearances. Akis. Report 4. Heavy Staff Room / Corridor Act 1. Control Room Act 2. Recording Studio Act 1, Act 2. Report 067. Re Moro. Appearances. He somehow likes playing with dirt and is a nature lover. If you leave him alone, he'll dig holes for no reason. In fact, these guys dug the passages in the alien secret base. But they're so laid back that they're still incomplete. He's subtly a bit risque. Eels, Alien Seat. Appearances. Yolt, Krenkses. Yolt, Seat. Yolt, 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 Seat. Yolt, 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 Ken Yolt, Yolt, Eel, Oras. Yolt, 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 Yolt. 1. Yolt, Control Room Act. Yolt, Eel, Yolt, Yolt, Eel. 2. Recording Studio Act 1. Yolt, Eel, Eel, Yolt. No. 068. Puru Moro, blue, Warinters, Joltalora. He's cool and intellectual, a technician type with a low body temperature. He seems to have developed the dance beam. Apparently, there is information that he is quite a bit risque. Joltalora. Appearances. Joltalora. Report 4. Heavy Staff Room / Corridor Act 1. Control Room Act 2. Recording Studio Act 1, Act 2. Morinton Norsalora. Lenny. 069. Ye Moro, yellow. He's a slightly clumsy prankster type. He likes to act as he pleases, following his heart's desire. He likes to play shootout games with the dance beam. He is definitely a bit risque. Appearances. Act as he pleases. 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 1. Control Room Act. Act as he pleases. Act as he pleases. Recording Studio, Act 1. Act as he pleases. 2. This page depicts 3 characters from the game Space Channel 5. The first character is called Eno.070, Pimoro, pink. He is a little shy and lonely apparently. It seems his heart calms down when he touches something soft, and he touches it without realizing it, and when his loneliness grows, he suddenly hugs people from behind, which surprises everyone, but he is a pervert. He can be found in Report 4, in the Executive Room, Hallway Act 1, the Control Room Act 2, and the Recording Studio Acts 1 and 2. The second character is called Eno.071, Leader Moro, Yay. He leads the low-ranking aliens at the forefront of the attack. He is struggling between his selfish subordinates and his angry boss. It is hard to imagine from his villainous appearance, but he is quite shy and quite the pervert. He can be found in Report 4, in the Control Room Act 2, and the Recording Studio, Kai Mei Shooting, Kalios. The third character is called Eno.072, Boss Moro. He is the boss of the aliens. He is planning and carrying out this invasion by dancing, due to a mysterious impulse. I wonder if his own weight is a burden on him. It seems his knees are his weak point. Also, he is very ticklish. He loves to watch TV. He can be found in Report 4, in the Control Room Act 2, and the Recording Studio Kimi Shooting. The image shows information on boss characters from the game Space Channel 5. The first boss character is Coco Tapioca, the first invasion dance mech who appears on the launch pad of Report 1. It has a giant purple-pink body, and its attacks with ring beams emitted from its horns and dance mech stored inside the body. It is located in Report 1, at the rocket launch pad. The second boss character is Marolian, who is sent by aliens to attack the space luxury liner, and features lewd dance mech with tentacles and tongues. Marolian attacks continuously, and captures space elementary school students. Located in Report 2 at the Panorama Observatory, Jodinjo. The final boss character is Morolin. Monrolian attacks Skorkus is the strongest dance mech of the twins encountered by the main character inside the secret base of Report 3. It appears from the monitor and attacks while changing its appearance in 3 stages. It seems like it's not an opponent that can be confronted alone. Located in Report 3 at the center of the base. Boss characters. Created with the Morostar people's frightening scientific ability, the invasion dance mechs. Appearing at the end of each report, they block Ulala's path. They are troublesome and formidable enemies who unleash a variety of attacks. Mutator. Number 073. Coco Tapioca. Hacks. Invasion dance mech. Number 1. It has a huge purple-pink body. Attacks using the ring beam emitted from the horns and the line dance mech, official name Yellow Submoron, stored inside the body, are quite difficult. Appearing location. Report 1. Rocket launch pad. Number 074. Morolian. The aliens sent it in to attack the space luxury liner as a slightly sexy dance mech. With tentacles and tongue, it attacks Ulala relentlessly. Since it has captured space elementary school students, care is required when attacking. Appearing location. Report 2. Panorama Observatory. Number 075. Morolin. Monroe. The protagonist encounters these twins, who are the strongest dance mechs, inside the secret base of Report 3. It appears from the monitor and attacks, while changing its appearance in 3 stages. It seems to be an opponent that cannot be faced alone. Appearing location. Report 3. Station. Central part of the base. This page depicts character profiles from Space Channel 5. The first character is N0.076, Evila. Evila is a perfect reporter Mesheka created by studying Ula's abilities. She only reports to earn viewership ratings. She challenges to battles with Channel 5 security robots in tow, and is quite a formidable foe. Warrington Norsa. She can be found at Report 4, and the main antenna room. The second character is N0.077, Giant Evila. By Squire. Giant Evila is a giant toy mecha operated by Channel 5's director, Blank. It is holding the director's Astrobeat 1000 spaceship hostage. Effective attacks require inputting directions opposite the voice commands, and then pressing the A button. She can be found at Report 4, and the main antenna room, Legay. The third character is N0.078, Blank TV. Blank TV is a brainwashing broadcast transmitting mecha operated by Channel 5's director, Blank. It is the true form of Blank, Megay. This mecha, which uses parts of the station system, can distribute brainwashing broadcasts to every corner of the galaxy, Shagakt. He can be found at Report 4. This page depicts Ulala's swinging report show, coming soon. In the image, Ulala is featured in her signature red outfit, consisting of a cropped top and a miniskirt, with red boots and matching gloves, holding her microphone gun. She has pink hair, and is wearing a blue headset. The background resembles the interior of a spaceship, with visible pipes and windows. The image shows a page with a blue background, with white stars and red and white stripes, along the left and right edges, resembling the American flag. Title: Gyun Gyun Advance, Unstoppable. Title: Gyun Gyun advances even in America. Finally, Gyungi, whom Japan is proud of. Yun Reporter, Urara flies to the world. What a Dreamcast, Space Channel 5 US release, has been officially decided. America's attention is already on the rise, and due to her overwhelming popularity she may be cast as a real TV caster. Jumping out of the game? Borkus. That's the rumor. Furthermore, the next report show in Japan is also getting exciting, and will the whole world be caught up in the GYUN whirlwind? Still, you can't take your eyes off Urara's swinging report show. Worry. That's the feeling. And so, title, channel will remain the same. Title, stay tuned. This page depicts the credits for Space Channel 5. Thanks, Space Channel 5. Gyun Gyun Book, editing and production. Leka Company, Limited. Tomoko Sakiya, Yusuke Karube, editing in Gyun 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 Gyun. Hiroyuki Nakata, Warrington also has many. Teruhisa Tanimizu, Futabasha Company, Limited. Tomenin Gyun 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 Gyun. Text, this page channel 5. Masaru Goto, Miki Habuchi, Tomenin Gyun 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 Gyun. Bookbinding and text design. Tomenin Gyun. Taro Yamada, Fury Company. Illustration, Miho Nakazawa. Photography, Seiji Tonomura. Makoto Osawa. Project Management, Ko Toyoda. Design Office Hours. Cooperation, Wari Squire, Sega Enterprises Company, Limited. Warrington Molitor. Publisher, Warrington Molitor. 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 Published by Cheshugurbanay. Futabasha Company, Limited. Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. 540328, Higashigo Kencho, Shinjuku, Tokyo. Damiya. Transfer account. OWAR. Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. 06, Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. Warrington Molitor. Norrington 9, 299. Printon Molitor. Recruit Computer Publishing Company, Limited. Sanko Printing Company, Limited. Defective or missing pages will be replaced. Duplication, copying or reprinting of the content of this book is strictly prohibited. The price and publication date are indicated on the cover. Please note that we do not accept telephone inquiries regarding the content of the game. Copyright Sega Enterprises, Limited, 1999. Copyright Futabasha. Printed in Japan. Warrington. All A. ISBN 457516-2078, C078. The image shows a collection of character sprites from the game Space Channel 5. Several poses of Ulala, the main character, are featured in her iconic orange and white outfit, along with alternate color schemes, and floating heads with headsets. There are also sprites of the Morolians and other supporting characters, such as Pudding, Jaguar, and other various dancers. Space Channel 5. Gyun Gyun Seal. The image shows a pink background with white humanoid figures with antennae, seemingly dancing or moving dynamically. One figure is flying or falling in the upper right corner. Copyright Sega Enterprises, Limited, 1999. Dreamcast is a trademark of Sega Enterprises. The image shows an orange page featuring a pink alien holding a green and red ray gun, running to the right. The adjacent page is white, with a light blue abstract design. Jetra, Space Channel 5, Gyun Gyun Book. Price, 1,300 yen plus tax. Jason Orangeiki. April 5, 2000. First edition. Jason Orangeik. Written and edited by Rekako. Publisher, Hiroshi Morokado. 2C. Published by Futabasha Company, Limited. Postal code 1628540, 328. Higashigo Kensho, Shinjuku, Tokyo. The image shows the front cover of the book, Space Channel 5, ISBN 4575-16278, C0076, 1300E. Price, body 1300 yen plus tax. Copyright Sega Enterprises, Limited, 1999. Dreamcast is a trademark of Sega Enterprises. Publisher, Futabasha.